The worst part of going on vacation is the look on her face when we head out the door.
Are we talking about Ladybird or Peggy?
Whoa, down, girl.
Hi, guys. Meet my new friend, Buster. Say hello, Buster.
Pretty dog, weak handshake.
Buster, play.
Boy, Bill, that is a magnificent animal.
Yeah, I got him through a new military program where you adopt the pet of a GI while he's on his tour of duty.
Well, all right, that's a great way to serve our country, supporting our enlisted men one dog at a time. Hey, I was just going to take Ladybird up to the lake. You and Buster want to come along?
Sorry, Buster does his community service at the VFW today. Some of those old guys haven't felt the tongue on their face for years. Here, boy.
Hey, Bill, can civilians get in on this, or is it just a perk for the armed forces?
Anyone can do it. All you have to do is take a pledge to perform all functions necessary and possible for the animal's well-being.
A pledge?
Okay, now, we start here. 2 weeks from today, we drive 400 miles and catch a riverboat tour up the mighty Mississippi. Then it is on to Graceland in Memphis, and then to the Cowboys-Titans game in Nashville. And on the way back, we get to stop at Willis's famous barbecue where the ribs fall off the bone or your money back. Now, Bobby, Memphis to Nashville. That's a long stretch without a rest stop.
I'm already training. I've had 4 glasses of water today. It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes, and I feel fine.
Peggy, Bobby, great news. We can adopt the dog of a GI while he's on his tour of duty.
I don't know, Hank, another dog?
Not just any dog, the dog of a soldier. Come on, think about our patriotic duty. I'll take care of it, I promise. I'll do everything. You won't even know it's here.
We are going on vacation in 2 weeks. We're gonna have to board Ladybird as it is.
Don't worry, I told the military we can't take the dog until after we get back from our trip.
Well, as long as it doesn't interfere with the vacation, I suppose it's
All right.
It's nice to see him so happy.
A koozie? Since when are you so fancy all of a sudden? You too good for us now?
Hey, guys. You are looking at a guy who has just been approved for the GI Foster Pet Program.
Yay!
Way to go, man.
Do you know what kind of dog you're getting?
No, but his name's Duke. You tell me a dog named Duke won't take a bullet for you.
This is so amazing. He knew it was empty.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
We don't have to go through Oklahoma. Hill residents.
This is Army Sergeant Williamson. We're going to need you to take possession of Duke between 0900 and 0915 tomorrow morning.
What? But I thought I made it very clear that we didn't want Duke until after we got back from our vacation.
Patriotism doesn't take a vacation, sir.
This is the smallest bottle of Prel that I have ever seen.
Check out the lotion. Dang it, I just used it all.
I got a call from the armed forces. Duke is coming a little earlier than expected. Like tomorrow.
But we're leaving in less than a week. You just call them back and tell them it's too early.
Don't worry, I talked to the guy who owns the farm where Ladybird is going to stay, and he says another dog would be no problem.
Why do we need toilet seat covers?
One word, Tennessee.
They'll be here any second. Is everybody ready? You're wearing that?
Dog, Hank. It's a dog.
Car. Hey, Bill, my dog's about to be delivered.
That's great. I just got a gift basket from my GI. Get this. He's a blue angel. He's the one that made France mad by flying under the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, my God, they're here.
Morning, Mr. Hill. On behalf of the Armed Forces, thank you for your generosity. I present to you, Duke.
Come here, boy. God, like a dang old thing, man.
Hank, looks like that cat ate your dog.
About Duke, he's a cat. I was supposed to get a dog. My neighbor got a dog.
Yeah, and I wanted to be an F-18 pilot. One psych exam later, I'm delivering you a cat.
Oh, wait, I already have a dog, so a cat would be in danger. That would be treason, right?
Sir, is this your signature here, sir?
Yes.
And is this your two-page addendum stating how it would be your honor to fulfill your patriotic duty? I believe you quoted the Star-Spangled Banner in its entirety.
Dad!
Cat? Okay, this won't be so bad. I bet while we're gone, we can board Duke for just a few more dollars a day.
Lovely. And in the meantime, where are we going to keep this?
Well, Private Hennessy left us an information dossier we're supposed to follow. Let's see what he says.
Mom, look out! Oh!
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. No.
Hank, looks like the cat is out of the bag. Oh, this has been a catastrophe. Cat. You got a cat.
So one of our fighting men has a cat. What of it?
Hey, guys.
Wow, you two are looking good. I see the perfect fusion of master and animal. I can't tell where one ends and the other begins.
Oh, I feel great. Good old Buster's built my wind up. Well, that must be Duke. He's cute.
Dang it, Bill. Why didn't you tell me you could get stuck with a cat in this program?
Come on, Hank. Cats aren't so bad. One of Buster's best friends is a cat that does recon missions with a camera strapped to his back. Now, I don't think yours does that, though.
Try this. Once you start playing with it, you won't want to stop.
No thanks. I just need to get some cat food. You see, I was recently forced to take care of a cat, and I need to know which one of these I should buy. Quickly.
Oh, all that stuff is garbage. What your cat needs is this. Scientific formula.
$18 a bag? What's wrong with all this other stuff?
Well, between you and me, it's practically inedible. We should really be in jail for carrying it.
All right, fine. Give me a bag of the scientific formula.
Ooh, which flavor? I recommend the Italian herb chicken. Delicious.
You think Private Hennessy enlisted just to get away from that thing?
Oh, put it out of your mind, Hank. In a week, we'll be at Graceland. I wonder if they'll let us shoot a television. Oh, Hank!
Bobby, get Duke off the dinner table.
He just threw up. I don't want to touch him.
Pick him up with a napkin.
Do you want me to take him off the table or do you want me to eat my vegetables? Because I can't do both.
Fine, I'll do it. Dang it!
I hope you like the smell of a cranberry bog, because it is the only thing that counteracts the cat stink.
Ugh, wave some of that stuff over here. Oh my God, the cat has soiled in my shoes. Where is he?
He's in my room. If I stop petting him, he'll bite me.
I've read that dossier cover to cover, and nowhere in it does it say anything about pooping in shoes.
You know, I hate this cat, but there might actually be something wrong with him. Maybe you should take him to Dr. Yandell.
I can't. If there are any problems, I'm supposed to take him to Dr. Leslie at the Vet Consortium.
That place with the valet parking? Wait, we're not paying for this, are we? We have our vacation to think about.
It's like having a bomb strapped to my lap.
It's part of my commitment. I can't ask Duke's owner to take it out of his combat pay.
I've got to go to the bathroom. Ow!
I'm Hank Hill. This is Duke. We have an appointment with Dr. Leslie.
What's the nature of your cat's problem?
He's pooping in my shoes.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. And we ask that you please not make eye contact with Mr. Javier's parrot. He's got anger issues.
Hello, you must be Duke's caregiver. I'm Dr. Leslie. How are you feeling today, Mr. Duke?
Yeah, so I don't know cats, so I can't really tell if anything is wrong.
That's the thing about animals. They can't tell us what's wrong. And take it from me, they can't understand our jokes. Why don't you gently restrain him so I can take some blood and check his vitals?
Yeah, don't you have a strap or a clamp or something?
If you prefer, you could lay on the examination table and hold Duke to your chest. Mm-hmm. Very good. Well, everything seems normal, Mr. Hill.
Oh, great. Then I just need you to sign this Army form stating that, everything within reason has been done to ensure the proper health of said animal.
Everything hasn't been done, Mr. Hill. Sure, Duke looks normal, but I did not spend 4 extra years specializing in small animal treatment to just look. I want to do some more tests on Duke to make sure we don't miss anything. EKG, MRI, maybe an iodine trace.
Okay.
First off, we're going to need to ensure the Duke has been getting the proper diet.
I'm way ahead of you, Doctor. I already have him on the scientific formula.
You can't feed that to a cat. Mr. Hill, Duke should only be eating Vet's brand.
You're asking me to spend $57 on a bag of cat food?
Well, we can't expect Duke to buy it on his salary. Do you see? Nothing.
Okay, that's going to be $543.
What? Bone density test? Lactose intolerance test? Allergy panel?
I know it sounds a bit pricey, but these people have all the best equipment. Well, almost all the best equipment.
You never stop selling, do you, Tommy?
You're in good hands. I don't have a pet, but I'd bring my son here if they'd let me.
Listen, I can't afford this. I'm taking my family on vacation. I'm just doing this because I made a pledge to the Army. I don't even like cats.
Buster. Here, boy.
Ah, dang it.
Okay, droop your eyelids. Now unflare that nostril. That's it. Perfect.
Dad, look at my poker face.
We are going to take everything from that riverboat but the paddle wheel.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, but Duke's vet visit just cost us the riverboat stop.
What?
This is no longer a valid triptych.
I knew it. I knew this whole thing would blow up in our faces. Hey, let's just get rid of this cat. It's ruining our lives.
I can't do that. It'll be fine. You'll see. Maybe we won't be able to stay in hotels, but we can camp in the car. Hill residence.
It's Dr. Leslie. Duke's blood work came back and his blood sugar is normal. No adult onset diabetes, no hypertension, no hemophilia.
Oh, that's great.
But we did notice his white blood cell count is up slightly.
What does that mean?
Could be nothing. Could be cancer. I'm gonna need you to come in with Duke right away. I'd like to do a complete physical workup to cover all our bases. I also recommend this. It's what we call a feline mobility cart.
Wait, the cat can't walk?
Of course he can walk, but rolling is easier. You see, it may relieve some pressure and redirect blood flow, plus alloy wheels.
But all this could be for nothing, right? I mean, Duke may not have anything wrong with him.
Boy, that'd be great. I'd like to go in.
In?
Do a small exploratory surgery, rule some things out.
What's that gonna cost me?
Guesstimate? Between $1,000 and $2,000 and $3,000.
That's a lot of money. See, my family and I were kind of going on this vacation.
Would it kill you not to go on vacation? Because it may kill Duke.
Do you take traveler's checks?
You and your stupid patriotism. I'm sure that cat will thank you for canceling our vacation by hissing at you.
I expanded my bladder for this trip. Thanks a lot, Dad.
I can't believe what they want me to do to get Duke ready for surgery. To keep him sterile, I have to put on these little paper booties before he uses the litter box.
Excuse me. I believe your dog left this toy in my yard.
So sorry about that. He likes pretty ladies.
Oh. Well, thank you. Here's my number in case any more of his toys go missing.
Dad, Duke's wheels tracked poo all over my bed sheets.
Tip-top news, Mr. Hill. We've eliminated even a remote possibility that Duke has lung cancer, stomach cancer, or pancreatic cancer.
Oh, thank God. So, can you sign the release?
Now we can move on to Duke's circulatory and skeletal systems.
$150 for a feline enema? I could do it for half that.
I wish I could let you, Peggy.
Duke is bleeding us dry, Hank. I think it is time to take him to our vet for a second opinion. Come on, you get the crate, I'll get the oven mitts.
That's a cute little cart you got him in. You have a little mouse that rides in there, too?
I swore I would do all that I could for the care of this cat, in writing.
Well, you've had him tested from his brain to his behind. Sounds to me like you have. You want me to sign that?
Well, thank you, but I need Duke's vet of choice to do it, Dr. Bradley Leslie.
Oh, he's top-notch. The best in his field.
Well, I was kind of hoping you'd tell me he was a quack and I wouldn't have to listen to him. And he's costing me a fortune.
Well, he's got all those new fancy machines, and if you got the machines, by God, you're going to use them. But truth is, sometimes cats just get old. Duke's going to die someday, but not of anything he's got right now.
But he keeps vomiting.
Cats vomit. They eat, poop, and vomit. That's what they do.
So you're telling me I sacrificed my family's vacation so this guy can pay for his fancy machines?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how much some of them go for. Tommy, how much one of those ultramagnetic doohickeys you keep yammering about set me back?
The magnetic ultrasonic imager 9220? You don't want to know. It's so expensive, no one can make money on it. We only sold 2, one in Beverly Hills and one in Aspen. I could have one delivered within the week.
So wait, that machine's even more expensive than the ones Dr. Leslie has?
Oh, yeah. He's got 9210. That's a solid unit, but this baby's 7% more accurate, and it comes in chrome.
Can I have some of those brochures?
Just take one, though. They're also really expensive.
Mr. Hill, Teresa didn't tell me you had an appointment.
I don't. Look, I just stopped by to tell you there will be no more surgeries or tests or anything else done to my cat, and I want you to sign this.
There are still several more tests we can perform, Mr. Hill. You see, we have a responsibility to these creatures. Duke can't tell us he wants to live.
Yeah, I know, and he can't joke around. But I bet if he could talk, he'd say he wants to be put through the magnetic ultrasonic imager.
I've got one of those.
9220. Says here that the 9220 is 7% more accurate than the old 9210.
Yes, but 7% more accuracy hardly justifies me spending that kind of money. I'd have to use the machine on pets and their owners to break even. It's just too expensive.
Well, that seems like the kind of decision you'd want to leave to that woman and her bird, or that guy and whatever the hell that thing is. I'm sure they'd like to know you've been depriving them of the latest in full-body diagnostic testing. I wish I had enough of these pamphlets for everyone. Hey, I guess I could go out there and read it out loud.
No, hold on a minute. That machine would bankrupt me. I've got to draw the line somewhere.
We all have to draw the line somewhere.
Is that 9220 something you should be using on Frank?
You can keep that pen. It's from some company that makes Viagra for lizards.
Works for snakes, too.
Well, it's 3 o'clock. Right about now, Dr. Leslie is turning Duke over to Private Hennessy. Look, I know this isn't the kind of trip we all had in mind. Bobby, why don't you go ahead and have the 21-rib salute?
Really? It's not an entree, it's an event.
So, how much money do we have left in the vacation fund?
$98, which means, well, this is as far as we can go.
You know, just being away from Duke feels like a holiday. Good food, family, the cowboys. Now this is what I call a dream vacation.
Army Sergeant Bill Dotree relinquishing command of Buster.
On behalf of myself and the crew of the USS Eisenhower, I say thank you.
Wow.
How you getting home, Sergeant? You ever pulled 2 G's? Don't worry, Buster will sit on your lap.
Go long, Bobby.
I got it! I got it!
Dang it, Bobby. Football tryouts are in 2 days.
So, I'll just be running back. That was your position, right? They have to give it to me.
Son, you don't get to be running back just because your dad was. We fought a whole war with England over that. Maybe you should go out for center. It'll allow you to put your God-given immobility to good use.
Oi!
Ready, set, hike. Bobby, snap the ball.
This ball's the only thing holding me up right now.
I know what you're going through, Hank. Joseph doesn't want to follow in my footsteps as towel manager. He wants to be quarterback.
Maybe Bobby could be towel manager.
I want Bobby to compete for a spot on the team. I don't want him just handed it.
Handed it. Towel tryouts are brutal. And word down at the laundromat is there's this girl, Kathleen. She's the one to beat. Spent the last 3 summers folding linens at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Well, at least you'd be part of the team. And you'd get to hear the coach's pep talk. Yeah, this might work.
Sounds good to me. I love towels. I'll be just like that bear in the fabric softener commercial.
Oh.
Nice, Gribble.
I take a lot of baths.
So I finally got up the guts to ask Nancy for raising my allowance. It did not go well.
I did it, Dad. I'm the new towel manager. No, I couldn't have done it without Joseph. He worked up quite a sweat making quarterback.
All right, Bobby, way to go.
Yeah, man,
All right,
I'm going-
Bobby.
My boy is on a team. Not a squad, not a club. A team.
Blue 43!
Yeah!
Dale, what are you cheering for? Joseph just threw an interception.
Huh? Bobby just handed off the fresh towels, put the dirties in the hamper, and didn't fumble once. That's the hat trick.
Really? Well, all right. Go, Bobby. Show that hamper who's boss.
Good practice, boys. Whataburger's on me. Hell, you ain't going anywhere till every jockstrap is as clean as a surgeon's mask. Let's go, move it. Hustle don't stop till you leave the field.
Hey, towel manager. Got a little time for an old running back?
Oh, this stinks. All I do is get towel snapped by the players and yelled at by Coach.
He yelled at you? Really? What'd he say?
He said, Hill!
He knows your name? Well, that means you're really part of the team. Well, looks like you've got some hard work ahead of you. Enjoy it because you've earned it.
Bobby Hill, those roses not squirt water if that's what you're looking for.
They're lovely.
I started growing roses after the doctor cut off my Xanax. Very relaxing to have total control of another living thing.
Mind if I try?
Okay, but just one.
Oh, this is kind of nice. And they smell so much better than jockstraps.
Maybe to you.
Bobby, are you sniffing glue or feeding a wounded bird? Either way, I will not have it at my dinner table.
It's a flower from Mrs. Supernoosempone's garden. Mom, You ever think about growing roses?
Of course not. Do you think I want my house to look like a grave?
Now, hold on here. I don't want to hear about any roses unless we're talking about the Rose Bowl. Hey, maybe you could towel manage that someday.
I'm not sure
Good point. You've got to hone your skills. The game this week will be a real test. It'll be your first time folding in front of a crowd. Quick, son, show me what you've got.
Looking for a plant?
Which one of these sticks is gonna turn into roses?
That one? Maybe. I don't know. I just got transferred from fabrics.
It says roses.
Yeah, I told you. Okay, the tag says they need food and water and sun and dirt and love.
Can I substitute extra love for sun? I kinda have to hide these in my bedroom closet.
No way, man. That'd be going against the tag. Unless... Okay, I know someone who can help you, but the problem is that he's at another store, and like, you're at this store.
I have a bike.
Oh, that changes everything.
Can we help you?
Yes, Ricky at the Megalo Mart told me to see you about growing stuff indoors.
Don't say anything.
He told me to tell you I'm cool.
He's cool.
So, what kind of herbage you growing?
They're roses.
Oh. Well, those are legal now. You can grow them outside.
My dad doesn't like me outside unless I'm on a football field. He only wants me to do stuff that you can win.
You tell your dad that Lao Tzu said, the wise stay behind and go ahead. They want nothing and have everything.
Yeah. Huh?
It means competing against others is not the way to happiness. You want to know more? Check this out.
Chinese philosophy. Huh. Is that why you guys seem so happy? One cannot cause growth. One can only let growth. Huh.
We're getting skunked. How is this happening?
Oh my God, where's Bobby?
Blue 32! Blue 32! Yikes!
No! Go that way!
No, he's going the wrong way.
I've seen this before. It's total towel chaos. The team needs me. I'm coming, Joseph!
Bobby!
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I see him. I might kill him.
Bobby, if you're gonna hide from me, at least have the guts to do it without a nightlight.
Hey, Dad, what's going... Oh! The game.
It was a disaster. There was sweat and mud everywhere. Oh, God, the slipping. The horrible slipping.
You got cut from the team. Kathleen Barnes is the new towel manager.
Thanks to you, a girl is doing our team's laundry. Now get out of my sight.
This house is gonna be TP'd tonight. That's a given. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I guess towel manager wasn't in my cosmic path. I wish Kathleen all the best of karma.
The best of what? What were you doing in that closet?
Nothing.
Sticks? And lights? Is this some kind of puppet theater?
They're roses, Dad.
Roses. I'm trying to teach the boy how to compete in the real world, build up his confidence a little, and all he wants to do is sniff flowers.
Oh, Hank, what's the big deal?
Well, now I know where Bobby gets his what's the big deal attitude.
Well, if it's so important to you, take him to go see a rose-growing competition.
Rose competition? Come on, Peggy, there's no such thing.
Oh, yes, there is. Min goes all the time. It's probably because she's very unhappy in her marriage.
So, what? I pretend it's a sport and...
And he'll pay attention because it's something he loves. It's like when I try to get through to you, I mention propane.
Huh. Bobby, I've got some good news, but I want you to promise you're not gonna squeal like a girl. I've decided to let you grow your roses. And the best part is, I'm entering you into a rose contest. You get to compete against the top, old women, I imagine, in the county.
Compete? But Lao Tzu says the way of the sage is to act, but not to compete.
There, that thing you just said, that's what I'm trying to fix. Son, you've got to try at something and give it your best shot. You like flowers? Well, make us proud and be the best damn rose grower in town. Now, what do you say, tough guy? Are you ready to grow the hell out of those roses?
You bet I am.
Whoa, 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 where are you going?
Outside. Now that you're okay with them, I might as well put these thirsty little piggies in the ground. Now, where'd I put that floppy gardening hat?
You can't grow them outside. People will see you. And, steal your gardening secrets. You'd better stay in the closet until you win. Then you can plant them in the front yard, and if anybody gives you any guff, you can show them your trophy.
Or sash.
Or sash.
Check out that engine. It hauls so much ass I can drive it to work.
Yep, she's a monster.
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah, hello, ladies. I'm here to, sign up for that, big rose off you got going on.
Are you that guy who just moved in from Portland? Grew the Madame Plantier that won Mini Princess of Show?
Well, I understood that one word, grew, but I do know I am not the mini princess of anything.
Why not? Forget to prune your side buds?
Here's a sign-up sheet for the show. Don't let them get to you. They treat anybody who isn't sponsored by Miracle-Gro lower than fertilizer. Excuse my language.
Oh, no problem. So how many pounds was the rose that won last year?
Pounds? Is that a joke?
No. I mean, I saw that pumpkin on the news they had to carry out on a forklift. Bigger is better at these things, right?
Size is only 10% of your score. There's form, color, substance, stem and foliage, balance, and proportion.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Cultivating roses isn't some moron hobby like lawn growing. It's science and art. You think you can just wake up one morning, flip on a pair of gardening clogs, and play with the big boys? No, sir.
Hey, no reason to get excited here. My wife and I are just trying to get our son involved in something easy to give him a little confidence.
Your son? A little boy should be collecting baseball cards and catching fireflies, not spending sleepless nights trying to urge the perfect rosebud to blossom. How dare you steal that boy's innocence? Now get out of this gardening section. You make me sick.
Your sunshine, your only sunshine. Am I in? Am I in?
You're in, all right. Tiger.
This is so great. I don't know if it's the stem massage or my singing, but these babies are really responding to something.
You think you can just wake up one morning, flip on a pair of gardening clogs, and play with the big boys?
You know, this closet is bigger than it looks. Mind if I sit in and help a bit?
You mean it? Sure. That whoopee cushion doesn't work, but you can still use it as a cushion. Hey, you fixed it!
Wait, am I supposed to cut above the bud or under the bud?
Well, Lao Tzu would say that you must let the cut make itself.
Yeah, I'm going to check the American Rose Association rule book. Oh, my God, listen to all these reasons we can be disqualified. Misnaming, misclassing, unlabeled, mislabeled, stem on stem? Are we stem on stemming?
Dad, you gotta relax. Roses can pick up on your vibe.
Dang it, Bobby, cut the Benihana talk.
Okay, don't panic. They can pick up on that, too.
Huh. I guess this must be some kind of rose-growing store for kids. Excuse me, sir. I need to replace this grow light.
Is that so, officer?
It's okay, guys. He's cool.
Oh, come on, man. That lamp is for high school kids. Step up to the phototrons. They rock.
They'll force your buds, increase your yield and your potency. Just call me from outer space and tell me it ain't true.
Wow. How'd you like to see that in our closet, Bobby?
Would I? We're gonna grow the best roses ever.
Okay, this setup will cost you about $2,000.
$2,000?
You got a job, right?
I have a great job. But still, dang it. No wonder all those other rose growers have sponsors. Hey, what would you fellas say to sponsoring us in our rose competition?
Well, man, competition ain't really our buzz. Lao Tzu says to be better than someone is to be worse than all.
Wrap your mind around that one, dude.
Well, wrap your minds around this. We'll wear stems and seeds t-shirts, and you could put the roses in those vases. Come on, fellas, this is important. You see, our great country was positive values like competition, the American way, hearts and minds. Now, Mr. Association Commissioner Murray Hogarth. All if Stems and Seeds would just sponsor us. What do you say, guys?
We need more of this weed and more of this dude. We'll do it.
All right,
All
you're
right,
gonna need
you'll
this
need
drip
this,
system, this
this,
irrigation
and of
meter.
course
You're gonna
this.
need one of these.
I am your sunshine, your only sunshine.
Whoa, what are you doing? Sloppy side bud removal requires penalization. Here, let me. All right, Bobby. Game day is tomorrow. You're in the single vase category, so you gotta pick one player to send in.
This one's pretty.
Not according to the book. If you go by the checklist, this one's perfect.
But I like how mine's a little off-center. It's got wabi-sabi.
You can't win an argument by making up words.
Wabi-sabi is an Eastern tradition, Dad. It's celebrating the beauty in what's flawed. Like the crack in the Liberty Bell or the mole on Cindy Crawford's face.
The Liberty Bell is great, but come on, if it was in a contest with a bunch of bells without cracks, it would lose.
But sometimes it's the small imperfections that make you love something even more. So what if this rose is a little too short, a little too wide? It's got more personality than those other ones.
Uh-huh, but we're out to win.
Ah, Morgan, my former student. Your flower looks like an anus with a stem. What do you call it?
Hello, Monroe. I crossed an Oakington ruby with a dainty Bess. I call it a ruby, my dear, but I might as well call it sending you home crying to your mama. Yes.
Dude! All these roses remind me of my mom's tattoo, but they don't smell like arm.
But you better let me do that, son.
Nice, dude, nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna give it a final mist so it'll look like morning dew is dripping off its velvet petals.
But I must say, nicely spiraled center. Good work, kid.
You hear that, Bobby? You could win this thing.
Dude, that $1 million is ours.
There's no cash prize.
It's just for honor, dude.
Dude, that honor is ours.
Dad, why don't we turn it a little to the side so this leaf looks like it's waving to the judge?
Well, all the pictures in the book are from this angle.
But if it's turned away just a little, it's more coy, like, have we been properly introduced? Here, like this.
Hands off. You're queering the spiral.
Come on, it's my one.
Oh, dang it, Bobby. It's bruised.
Oh, you tweaked our rose.
Cheers. Nice.
Oh, God, I'm gonna have to remove interior petals. Get me my deckle-edged shears and my stamp tongs.
Shears down. Nice stature. Quite voluptuous for a floribunda. Arrow straight stem, fine balance and proportion. What is that?
That's nothing.
You pulled a petal, didn't you? You pulled an interior petal.
Yes.
That's too bad. Otherwise, the rose is truly flawless.
No, wait. Haven't you ever heard of that Oriental deal that says that something can be wrong with something, but it just makes it better?
Yeah, dude, wabi-sabi.
Right, that. It's like that model with the wart on her face. Isn't she pretty?
Sorry, it's flawed. You lose.
You're a loser, which means I'm a loser, which means my dad was right. You blew it, man.
Oh, I wish I had my Tibetan prayer beads. I'd hog tie you and leave you to rot.
But what about Lao Tzu?
Lao Tzu lived in a hut and ate straw.
And Queen of Show to Ruby, my dear.
Queen of Show, baby! Yeah! Who's the queen? You know it!
Dad, no! Don't bury my roses! It was my fault, not theirs.
I'm planting them, Bobby.
But I didn't win.
Well, that's okay. The Cowboys don't win every year, but I'm still a big fan. And they have gun and drug problems.
I was thinking about it, and my singing didn't really help the roses. My voice just isn't that good. But check this out.
Son.
Yeah, Dad?
You've got a lot of wabi-sabi.
Previously on King of the Hill.
And now Megalomart has propane and
Propane at Megalomart?
I gotta let you go.
You're firing me?
You don't have to take the test now. I gave the job to somebody else.
How you doing, Arlen? Are you ready to soft rock?
I'm breaking up with you.
Huh?
Buckley and Luann are in there.
Hey, we must be getting old, Connie.
We're 12, Bobby. We are old. We've got to figure out what we're going to do with our lives.
I'm gonna go to college and study prop cometry.
I can't decide between being a concert violinist or leading the fight against the overuse of antibiotics.
Be a violinist. That way, I could be your opening act and we could travel the world together.
Your dad got blown up.
Please, someone help me, Hank! My husband is in there. He had to take this job because nobody else would hire him.
We're doing everything we can, Mrs. Mangione.
I got two.
Oh, Hank, you're alive.
I'm all right, Peggy. There's two more inside.
Oh, thank God you're okay. I was so worried. Oh, and Luann. Oh, my Lord.
Buh.
Ooh, my hair feels weird.
I don't feel so good.
What about Buckley? Did you find him?
I'm sorry, sir, but so far it appears that there were no other survivors.
Oh my God! I'm both!
What's taking them so long? When do I get to see Dad?
Your father and Luann will be out soon, honey. Oh, Bobby, that is not a mint.
All right, let's go home.
Dad, you're all right.
Is there any permanent damage?
No damage, no scratches, no dents, no dings. Bobby, what do you say we go hit the batting cages?
Okay.
Well, Hank, slow down. You almost died today.
Well, that's the good thing about death. You either die or you don't. I didn't, so let's go hit some balls.
Hank, are you sure you're okay? Oh, careful, everyone. Now, Luann is going to look different, maybe even hypnotically grotesque, but do not stare.
I'm real sorry about Buckley, Luann, and your hair.
Bobby? Luann, honey, it'll be fine. We will just cover it up with makeup and it'll be fine.
No, Aunt Peggy. I'm not going to use hair and makeups anymore. I learned something from that explosion. Beauty doesn't last forever. It can be blown off your head.
Oh, Hank, you poor thing. You shouldn't be standing after your accident.
I'm fine. It's no big deal. Buildings explode. That's what they do. Can we please talk about something else? Bill, you're in favor of a flat tax. You haven't said a word about it.
Did you happen to see Buckley or any part whom of attempting to flee the scene of the, quote, accident?
Dale, the boy is no more. All they found left of him was his name tag.
Well, that's all he wanted them to find. Classic cover-up. That boy's no deader than Mother Teresa.
Hank, old girl, Strickland's back in business. Get ready to pump propane tomorrow.
Right, sir. I might be a little late. I don't know if I gave Megalomart my notice.
What? I think you gave your notice, Nitro.
I had nothing to do with that explosion, which hasn't affected me in any way.
Yellow, Peggy here. Hank, it's Mr. Strickland.
Busy. Take a message.
Can he call you back? What? Oh, I see. Hank, why did you not tell me Mr. Strickland offered you your job back?
Well, it just happened yesterday.
Honey, he says customers are lined up out the door.
Peggy, I am in the middle of decrumbing the toaster.
Save the crumbs!
Luann, honey, look, it's two of your old friends, the Manger Babies.
Sock puppets are for babies. In the real world, beauty fades and penguins die a cold, horrible death.
So, you're not going back to beauty school then?
I'm tired of making the world look pretty. I want to show the world for what it is. With photojournalism.
Photojournalism, well, that's something.
Look at these pictures of hungry children.
Why is the CNN logo in the corner? Oh, this is just a picture of the TV, Luann.
Oh, it's nice to be smart, Aunt Peggy. Smart and well-fed.
Find the body yet, Quincy?
We have some remains that we're analyzing. You needn't concern yourself.
Oh, I needn't, shouldn't I? And maybe I should not know that all Megalomart employees have a $5,000 insurance policy.
That's nonsense. This is a very straightforward investigation.
That's what they want you to think.
Sir, we are they.
Hank, fries are up. Honey, how are the steaks coming?
Still tenderizing. Don't want to rush them.
You have been pounding the bejesus out of that beef since noon. Throw it on the grill. Let's go.
Ah, dang.
What's wrong?
I lost the steaks. Huh?
Gobbets of meat from the sky. Doesn't taste like Buckley.
Oh, Hank, they need your help at Buckley's Wake, manning the grill.
What? Grill? Is it propane?
Of course it's propane, Hank. They're not Unitarians.
Well, I wouldn't feel right. I barely knew Buckley. Wake grilling is something you do for a blood relative or a close friend. Now, when Bill dies, maybe.
Oh, honey, what a pretty outfit for a funeral. Now, before we go, you might want to open this. Your friends from the Beauty Academy dropped it off.
Sorry for your loss. You had beautiful hair. They made me a wig. We made you a wig. They made me a wig. Throw it out.
Okay, well, you just go ahead and grieve any way that you want. Red Book says losing a boyfriend is the 4th most painful loss, right between grandmother and penis.
Oh, I'm not grieving. I broke up with Buckley seconds before the explosion, and I never looked back. That's why I still have my eyebrows.
Something's not right. Week's salary says that box is empty. I'm going in.
Oh, didn't think I'd see you here. Guilty conscience, huh?
Why would I have a guilty conscience? I did not blow up the Megalomart.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that, Hank. I'm wearing the wire for an unrelated matter. So, when can I expect you back?
After an appropriate period of grieving, sir. Buckley was practically a son to me.
This is depressing. You want to go play in the cemetery?
Okay.
The passing of Buckley is a great loss and a sad occasion. Would anyone care to come up and say a few words about Buckley?
I guess y'all expect me to cry for Buckley. But I am not, because there are a lot more important things to cry about. This is a picture of what a hungry Irish child looks like. Fight the occupation! Fight the occupation!
Is there anyone else who'd like to say a few words about Buckley? Anybody at all? The name of the boy was Buckley?
At first, I didn't much like Buckley, I admit. But then I saw how much he pissed off my neighbor, Mr. Hank Hill, and I decided to seek out this Buckley fellow, get to know him. I grew to love that boy. Now that he's gone, I feel a big hole in my life. I think we all do. Is a world without Buckley a world we want to live in? As a Buddhist, of course, I get comfort from a story. I don't have to tell you how much Buddha should like a story. Anyway, story begin with man being chased by ferocious tiger. Tiger chased him to edge of cliff. Man falls off. Halfway down, he grab onto a branch. He look up. He see one hungry tiger. Now he look down. He see another hungry tiger waiting for him on the ground below. That's not a good place to be. He know for sure he gonna die. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he see a wild strawberry growing from same branch. Oh, he pluck it and eat it. And it was the sweetest tasting strawberry he ever had.
Can you believe this guy? He tells a joke at a funeral.
Highly inappropriate.
Yeah, but it was funny.
I just don't know how one little boy can get so dirty in a cemetery. Bobby, are you in the bath yet?
There's no hot water.
No, oh, the heater must have gone out again. Will you check on it, Hank? So, is it lit?
Well, it's getting there.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Hank, I will do it myself.
No!
Ah! Hank, what is wrong with you? You won't go to work, you declined an opportunity to grill, and now this? You are acting like you're afraid of propane. Oh, my God.
Welcome to the Survivors of Propane Explosion Support Group. Let's start with Chuck.
Ever since the explosion, every song I play sounds like Feels So Good.
Maybe that's because it does feel so good to be alive.
No, that's not it.
Mr. Hill, tell us how you're dealing with your grief.
Nothing much to talk about. I was in a propane explosion, and now I'm afraid of propane. Next person?
Do you think he needs shock treatment?
Perhaps. Sounds to me that what you're really afraid of is your own death.
What? Nobody's afraid of death. That's crazy. I'm afraid of propane.
You're transferring, Mr. Hill. Doesn't it scare you? The thought of missing all your family's special moments.
No.
Never again sipping wine with your friends. Scratching your cat or cats.
No.
Making love to your partner.
No, no, no.
Mr. Hill, only when you deal with your fear of death will you be able to overcome your fear of propane.
Stop it. Can't you hear the hissing? It's propane. This room's gonna blow.
Here.
What's this?
It's my scrapbook. This is the way that rational people deal with death, Hank, by clipping articles out about grisly accidents from the local newspapers. It is also my hobby.
Good Lord. What, Peggy, what? Ugh. Wow.
They beat the Aggies, but they could not beat that train.
Y'all ever think about death?
Well, yeah, think about it, Hank. I'm an army barber. I get up every day and stare death in the back of the head.
I am not going to die. Chromium picolinate. Every orifice, every day.
Hey, Hank, let me give you a piece of advice. You need to relax and enjoy life. I got this story about a tiger. Knock your socks off.
Already heard that joke, Con.
Strawberry. Have you thought about who'll take care of Bobby when you're gone? Because I'd like to throw my hat in the ring. I'd take him to baseball games, and me and Peggy could sit up in bed at night picking out colleges.
Peggy would not be included in any guardianship situation.
I'll take the boy. The Widow Hill is on her own.
You got a deal.
All right.
Don't shake his hand. Let go of that. I'm not saying Bobby goes to either of you.
What's going on? I thought he was gonna be okay.
Man, I tell you what, Hank, about that dang old meaning of life, man. It's like this, man. You like a butterfly flapping his wings deep down in the forest, man. They're gonna cause a tree fall like 5,000 miles away, man. Ain't nobody see it, nobody don't even happen. You know, the baby's born into this world, and they no goddamn friends, got nothing but to go come in and find out all about them, no evil, man. Man, see, like, you don't need to know, man. It's like you're born into this world, man. And you got it's like this, man, the dust in the wind, man. Or like the dang old candle in the wind, man. It don't matter, man. It's all the oldies, old time. You know what I think, man? Like them dang old, I think, therefore you are, man.
Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it, Boomhauer? All right, I can do this. Nothing to be afraid of.
Hank, I can't find Bobby. Connie says he ran away and he's already beyond the tri-yard area.
Bobby!
Here's a fruit pie. You get Ladybird.
Come on. Smell the pie, girl. Come on. All right, she's locked on Bobby's scent. Come on, girl, let's go.
Hurry, Hank! Oh, I hope he finds Bobby before dark.
It is hard to feel sorry for that little boy. There are whole villages in Ireland where children are too busy sewing whooshes on tennis shoes to run away.
I heard enough from you. The more you hold in, the more you put on strange Sinead O'Connor act. I cry river of tear for Buckley. Why not you?
So I'm not crying for Buckley. Big deal. He doesn't deserve it.
Hey, so for your birthday, I wanted to get you those earrings you like, but I'm kind of tapped out, so here's some CDs I don't listen to anymore. Later, Buckley.
Yeah. No, you're not.
You're right as rain, what? And such a pretty young thing as well. But I don't want to look pretty anymore. Oh, that's just rubbish. Every girl wants to look pretty, right, Hal? Why don't you try on that lovely wig? Oh, how do I look? Oh, Let's say it off again.
Dad, how'd you find me?
Well, I let Lady Bird sniff one of your fruit pies, and she took me around the block a few times, and then Mr. Krinsky called and said he saw you over here.
Oh, he was probably just looking for his mom.
Yeah, so I guess you're up here because of the way I've been acting since the explosion.
Well, when that happened, I was afraid you were dead. And today you were talking to your friends about dying, and I guess I freaked out.
Oh, son, you shouldn't be worrying about that stuff. Hopefully it's a long way off. A boy your age ought to worry about getting dates and making a team and, getting dates. My dying should be at the bottom of the list. You need to relax and enjoy life. Huh. Hey, did I ever tell you the story about the man and the tiger? Well, there was this man, and he was being chased by a ferocious tiger. Make that a lion. A Detroit lion. 2 of them. And the man was Cowboy Hall of Famer Roger Staubach.
I know him. He sells life insurance on TV.
Yeah, well, anyway, the lions were blitzing, and Roger rolled out of the pocket running for his life. He headed for the sidelines, but these 2 lions were closing in on him. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw a strawberry cup of Gatorade. Well, Roger took a drink of that Gatorade, but I'll tell you something, son. It was the sweetest sip of Gatorade Roger ever tasted.
Oh, I get it. It's funny, Dad. You told it great. I got an even better joke for you.
Okay.
2 Eskimos want to buy a car together, but only one of them knows how to drive. So they take a bus to the car store, and they bring their money with them. Oh, did I say they were trading in their dog sled?
No.
Good, because that's the punchline. So, the money melts, because it's a snowball. And they get there late, so they have to stay in a hotel. I'm gonna leave out the bellhop part, because it doesn't really go anywhere. God, this is a good joke.
Hank, look out, it's gonna blow.
Very funny.
Hey, Hank, you got a light?
That's a real good one for the 15th time.
Help, honey. My arm's been blown off by propane.
Ha, Joe Jack.
Seriously, baby. Thanks for blowing up the Megalomart.
I didn't blow it up.
Dinner is almost ready, Hank. Turkey chili. It sounded so crazy, I just had to try it.
Well, I'm just gonna make a quick call to my mom. I haven't checked in since yesterday.
Hello?
Greetings. My name is Prince Jabari. I live in Nigeria, and I need to use your bank account for a short while.
Hank? Is that you?
No, it's Prince Jabari.
Hank, if you need money, I can send you a check. I just got adorable ones. Covered bridges.
Okay, Mom, it is me. I'm just trying to make sure you're on your toes. There are people out there who would take advantage of someone like you.
You're sweet to worry, honey. Oh, I have news. I'm getting married.
Really? Well, that's great. I've always liked Gary. Any man who eats that much brisket can't be all bad.
Oh, not to Gary. Gary and I broke up weeks ago.
What? Why?
He got paranoid, Hank. He was always snooping around. That's how he found out about me and Chuck.
What? Who's Chuck?
We met a couple of months ago. The wedding is next weekend. Hope you can make it, honey. Bye.
Who's Chuck? I don't understand what the heck is going on here. How could my mother be getting married? They just met.
Probably got her in trouble.
When you know, Hank. But sometimes you're wrong.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna give this Chuck the once-over as soon as I get to Arizona.
I wish I had someone to look after me when I get old. Maybe I'll just get a cat. Although, I hear they eat you after you die.
Well, lucky for you, the Japanese are developing robots. Sexy robots to care for the elderly. Thank God for that tiny, perverted, technologically advanced nation.
Well, we made it. A road trip west that stops before you hit California. Pretty good in my book.
111 degrees? Phoenix can't really be that hot, can it? Oh my God, it's like standing on the sun!
This city should not exist. It is a monument to man's arrogance.
Now, that must be Chuck's car. You can learn a lot about a guy from what he has lying on his seat.
No time, Hank. We are moments away from sunstroke and certain death. Go, go, go!
I picked up another safety bar for your bathroom, Mom. Last time I was here, I noticed a dead spot between the shower and the toilet.
I hardly think that's necessary.
Well, you're going to be living in this condo a long time. I want to make sure it's as safe as possible.
Sounds like pretty good advice, Tilly. I'd listen to your son. Chuck Garrison. I'm the lucky guy who tricked your mom into marrying me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you two lovebirds, ready to start what's left of your lives together.
You must be Peggy, and that would make you Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Well, he's smooth, all right.
Come check out my new air ionizer. It was endorsed by Norman Schwarzkopf.
So, Chuck, what, if anything, do you do for a living, Chuck?
Well, I'm retired now, but I used to own a chain of hardware stores.
Used to, huh? Sounds like there's a story there.
No story. My son runs the business now. For a kid with only one thumb, he's doing okay for himself.
Grandma, is this you parasailing?
Yes, Chuck and I went to Mexico to celebrate his 70th birthday.
Parasailing? Is that the kind of daredevil stuff you're into, Chuck?
Actually, it was Tilly's idea.
The kettle's ready. I thought some tea would take the chill off.
None for me. I was thinking Chuck and I could take a little drive.
You know what I miss most about the hardware game? The nails. Galvanized, hand-cut, roofing. We had a nail for every mood.
Well, Chuck, I could spend all day talking about nails. I have. But I gotta ask you something. Why did you start dating my mom when she was still with Gary?
I feel terrible about that. I really do. But Tilly didn't tell me about Gary until after they broke up. Feels like it's cooling down a bit.
Sure does. Have you ever been indicted, Chuck?
Look, Hank, I know you just met me, but you have nothing to worry about. I love your mom, and I promise you, her happiness is the most important thing in the world to me.
Well, that's good to hear. You know what my favorite nail is, Chuck? The 3-penny fluted stainless steel. I don't know why. I don't know.
If this were a Hugh Grant movie, this is the moment when he would run in. If this were a Julia Roberts movie, this is the moment when she would run out.
Welcome. We are here today to witness and bless Matilda and Charles's union of marriage. Do you give this woman to be married to this man?
Well... yes, I do.
Congratulations, you kids!
They're expecting thunderstorms in Phoenix. Hank, call your mom and remind her not to use the phone.
Well, luckily Chuck is around to take care of my mom now. I can stop worrying so much and just relax. What the heck?
Mom, Dad, there's a spaceship outside.
Is that Mom?
We sold our condos, Hank. We're going to spend our golden years zigzagging across the country. Woo!
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No! What's going on? You can't live in a trailer park, so you bring trailer park to you?
I dislike this RV as much as you do, Con, but it is my mom's.
Ah, the portrait completes itself. Granny rocking away in the driveway, tapping her toes to the fiddle, and setting a spell? Why you hate me? Why?
Dang it, I never should have trusted that Chuck. I take my eye off the ball one time, and now my mom's living in a house that could get T-boned on the freeway.
I've often fantasized about the RV lifestyle. You live in a town until people grow tired of your anecdotes, then you pull out the chocks and drive off.
At least the condo was safe and stationary. Who knows what kind of terrible things can happen to her on the open road.
You're right to be scared, Hank. RVs are a one-way ticket to meth addiction and KOA sites where the law has no meaning. Tilly is about to enter a world that she cannot change, but will change her.
Welcome to our home. Would you like the grand tour?
Not so grand. This place makes my old one-bedroom condo look like the Hearst Castle.
Not here, not now.
Well, I think it's surprisingly spacious. In fact, now that it's fully expanded, our driveway is completely unusable.
This thing's got everything. Look, a camera so you can see what's behind you.
Oh! Dinner's ready, everyone. Chuck, would you please say grace?
Sure thing. Thank you, God, for your bounty, which we are about to enjoy, and for protecting me and the other motorists from my wife's erratic driving. This RV is clearly too much car for her. We were all over the road. Amen.
Message received. Potatoes, Mr. Slowpoke?
I'd love some potatoes.
We need an excuse to leave. Blame computers. Old people do not understand computers.
I'm a defensive driver. You should try it sometime.
I like getting out of first gear. You should try that sometime.
Yep, potatoes.
This thing doesn't exactly stop on a dime, Tilly.
Wow, look at that. You're showing some emotion. I thought I'd married a piece of driftwood.
Emotion? Is that what led you to flip off that trucker? He chased us through 2 mesas.
So, is this a foot or a table I'm touching? I'm kicking it right now. Foot? Table? Must be table.
Chuck, it has been 2 weeks. Admit it. You need a prescription.
Not everyone's libido is the same.
I'm thinking about getting a mesh screen for my gutters. Where do you guys fall on that?
Hank, shh. I can't hear the fight over your annoying small talk.
Well, now we can drive to Hearst Castle.
Are you kidding? The Exxon Valdez here only gets 3 feet per gallon. We'll be lucky to make it to the nearest White Castle.
This is what happens when you base a relationship on fiery passion. I've heard.
Forget it. I'm going for a walk.
I was going to suggest a flying leap.
All right, this has gone too far. I gotta do something.
Sorry you had to see that, Hank.
Look, Chuck, I've kept my powder dry up until now, but I gotta tell you something. I think this RV was a mistake.
The perm I got in the 70s was a mistake. This was a disaster.
So, this wasn't your idea?
No, it was your mother's. Personally, I prefer living in something that doesn't require me to do a lot of quick math when I'm approaching a low bridge.
Mom never mentioned wanting an RV.
Your mom has something of a wild streak, Hank. It's part of why I fell for her. The parasailing, midnight swims at the condo, Uggs. I just wish Tilly and I could get our old life back.
Huh. Maybe you can. I put out some feelers at Strickland, and I think I've lined up a buyer for the RV. It always amazes me what a well-placed flyer can accomplish.
And I picked up some information about local condos for seniors.
Every unit has a spa tub. Maybe that'll help convince Tilly.
Convince me of what?
Well, we've been talking, Mom. We think it's best if you and Chuck move into another condo.
What? What about the RV?
Well, you'd, sell that. I can take care of everything.
And you decided all of this behind my back?
I'm sure the RV seemed like a good idea, but it's too dangerous.
Absolutely. Most accidental deaths occur either on the road or in the bathroom. Now, you've combined the two. It is a recipe for disaster.
And you're part of this?
I think it's for the best.
Well, I don't. And I'll thank you all to keep your noses out of my business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to my RV.
Wait, Tilly. Honey!
Your pajamas and your weird pillow will be on the lawn.
It's not weird. It's memory foam.
Morning there, Chuck.
Hope you don't mind I'm making some eggs. I haven't known your mom long, but I know she can't stay mad when she's eating poached eggs.
Toast points. You are pitching some woo, Chuck Garrison.
I feel bad about last night. I just want to put this nonsense behind us.
What the heck?
She's gone.
Jackass.
No, officer. My mom isn't technically a runaway, but I still think the Amber Alert is the way to go here. Well, it's a dumb policy.
The woman is crazy. She could be anywhere by now.
I demand recompense. Stupid RV run over my container herb garden. Where I get mint for mojitos now?
I don't have time for this, Con. My mom's gone missing.
This is exactly why I had a chip put in Nancy.
I'm worried about her out there. She thinks cruise control is like autopilot. She tried to make a cup of coffee, Hank.
I'm gonna try calling her again.
I'll have a tuna melt and some strawberry rhubarb pie. Oh, but bring the pie first.
I like you. You're a hot ticket. If you're heading out to see the wildflowers off Route 9, make sure you have four-wheel drive. The access road is bumpy.
Oh, yes. I've got 4 wheels.
Hot ticket.
Tilly talked about going to the Mark Twain Festival in Sulphur Springs. Maybe we should head in that direction.
Good idea. I just hope we find her before we get there. I do not want to get involved in that traffic. Hey, Daniel, let's get going, man. You guys don't have to come.
Of course we're coming. We're the 3 amigos. And Bill. And Chuck, is it?
Dad, can I help look for Grandma, too?
Tomorrow is garbage day, Bobby. I need you here.
Hot dog.
Maybe Tilly stopped in here. She said something about this place having the best pies in East Texas.
Check it out. Couple of birds waiting to be plucked from a tree.
Yeah, man. Talking about them dang low-hanging fruit, man.
This'll be fun to watch, just like an 80s spring break movie. Which one's gonna fall in love before they find out she's a prostitute?
Excuse me, we're looking for a woman around 70, probably paid with a check, had her own tea bag.
I remember her. She was a real live wire. No, wait. She was a hot ticket. The live wire's still here. She went to check out the bluebonnets in the ravine off Route 9.
What? She can't take an RV down there. Dang it, we gotta hurry.
You like pie? I like pie.
Let's go, guys.
Hey, man, I'm sorry, man, but dang on, get on up without us, man.
What?
Sorry, Hank. You knew our attention spans when you invited us.
You invited yourselves.
Who remembers? In fact, I forgot where we were even going.
Dumping inches of rain into the East Valley. Flash flood alerts for...
The map shows this road as a yellow dotted line. Dang it, RVs should stay on the solid lines.
That's nothing. On the way to your place, she dumped the RV septic over a bridge. The people on the ferry were not happy.
Mom has made some questionable decisions over the years, I tell you what. You know, she spent a summer unwittingly spying for the Chinese.
Looks like there's a storm up in the hills.
And all that water is gonna drain through the ravine. Mom could get caught in a flash flood. We gotta take a shortcut. God dang it. Okay, give her some gas and hit the winch. Nice and steady. You got it. We gotta find something heavier to connect the cable to.
You boys need some help?
Tilly!
Mom, you're okay.
What are you two doing out here?
We came to save you.
I'm fine, but I think a storm is coming. My knee is acting up.
We need to get out of here. Chuck, hook the cable to the back of the RV. Mom, I need you to pull us out.
Okay.
Go for it, Mom.
Well, that was something.
This is what I was talking about, Mom. The road is a dangerous place. It's too easy for someone like you to get into trouble out here.
I wasn't in trouble. You two boys are the ones who got yourselves stuck. I saved you.
Well, sure, this time. But you're gonna get into trouble out here eventually.
I know you think I'm an old lady, Hank, but I'm as sharp as I ever was.
I don't worry about you because you're old. I worry about you because you're an idiot.
What?
You make stupid decisions, Mom. You married Cotton. You started dating Chuck before you broke up with Gary. You sent your gold to some guy on TV. I'm sick of it.
Have you always felt this way?
Well, just maybe for the past 30 years or so.
Huh. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I am an idiot. Who cares?
I do. When you make a mistake, I have to pick up the pieces.
No, you don't. I want to live on my own terms, Hank. I want to have fun while I can, let the pieces fall where they may. Some things will work out well, some won't. At least it won't be boring.
Well, what's boring about living a sensible life near emergency services? Can you try talking some sense into her?
The only thing I want, Hank, is to jump back in that RV, if your mom will have me.
We can be at the Mark Twain Festival by sunrise. Don't worry, Hank. I'll be okay.
I'll do my best to look after her, Hank.
Thanks, Chuck. You know, Mom has made a lot of mistakes, but you're not one of them. Wait, no, my truck! Idiots.
There he is. Go on, ask him.
No, what's this?
Mr. Hill?
Hey there, Inez.
Will you speak of my quinceañera?
Well, what's a quinceañera?
It's a celebration, Hank. Inez is turning 15, and in Mexican culture, that's when she's recognized to be a woman. I'm so happy, Hank.
Well, I'd love to speak at her, party, but, I don't really know your daughter all that well.
The party's a month away, so you have plenty of time to get to know her. Why don't you come over to my house tomorrow?
Well, the thing about that is, I'm kind of on the spot here.
Great! So I'll see you tomorrow at my place.
Man of honor. That's quite an honor.
I would not be involved in a quinceañera, Hank. Do you know what goes on at those things? I do. They sacrifice the oldest woman in the room to make room for the new younger woman.
Well, I can't back out of it now. I already told Enrique I'd speak. At least he thinks I did. What can I say about a 14-year-old girl that I only see a couple times a year? All I know is she ate fruit salad at the company picnic.
What did you eat?
This could be your own private hideaway.
Ugh, what's with those guys in the alley?
Oh, those guys? They're never there. So, what do you think of this house? Pretty freaking cool, huh?
No. I hate it here. I mean, why don't you understand what I'm looking for? I want something real.
This is real, man. Honey, this is real estate.
You don't get it.
Asa, I have shown you over 30 houses now, and I still have no idea what you want.
I want a house.
This is a house.
This neighborhood is nowhere. I feel like I'm nowhere.
Okay, let's keep looking then. Sorry about the instant potatoes. That whiny client is taking up all of my time.
You're still working with that giblet head? Why don't you just pass him off to another realtor?
Because I have invested too much time with them to do that. It's like when you've lost so much money at blackjack that the only smart thing to do is keep playing.
Well, I'd trade places with you if I could. I really don't think I'm the right person to speak at Inez's party. I don't speak Spanish, and most of the people who will be there will probably want to hear some Spanish.
Well, I do know a lot about Mexican girls and quinceañeras. Why don't I come over to Enrique's tomorrow and help you? Right after I show Asa 5 more houses he won't like.
You know, everybody gets a big party except for me. Mexicans have 15, Jews have 13, rich girls have sweet 16. Everyone has some crazy day except for Christian boy.
Your baptism was amazing.
So I've heard. I don't think anyone has dibs on 14, so that could be mine. It could be called a sweet 14-o. There could be dancing and music, and then I'd have to eat 14 hot dogs before sunset, or I shall remain a boy forever.
Where is Peggy?
Hey! Come in! Inez is waiting. This is where I watch TV. And in there, that's my bedroom. That's where I sleep. And that's our bathroom. We don't need to talk about what goes on in there, Hank?
Yeah, that looks like a pretty sturdy stage.
That's for the quinceañera, for the band, and for you. I'm also going to make a trellis for Inez to walk through, like a symbol. On that side, she's a girl. Then on that side, she's a woman. I might try sending my wife Yolanda through it backwards.
Oh, this is gonna be some party.
I always do it up. And you haven't heard the best part. Right after Inez becomes a woman, she's going to spin around as 1,000 rose petals rain down on her from above.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I spared no expense. Come on, Yolanda. Hank and Inez have a lot to talk about.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
That's a pretty bird.
Birds, huh? Okay. Birds. Come on, Peggy.
No!
Come on, you haven't even seen the house yet.
Take me somewhere else. What are we doing here?
I just have to run in and help my husband learn about a 14-year-old Mexican girl. I'll crack the window for you. I'm so sorry I'm late. You must be Inez. Such a beautiful woman. I cannot believe you haven't been quinceañera yet.
Well, I'm glad you're here. It's not going so well.
Don't worry. People naturally open up to me. Sus osos son como placas. Okay, I broke the ice. Now you take it from here.
I should actually get going, too.
I hope you got everything you need for your speech because Buck Strickland's coming. You have to do a good job so he understands why I chose you to give the speech over him. Buck really wanted to give the speech, Hank.
Oh, no. He ran.
I'll take it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I love it here. This is real. This is what I was talking about. No whiteys.
Oh, he doesn't live here. Enrique does. Enrique, meet your new neighbor.
Viva la Raza!
Okay.
Okay, see you at 10. Sweet. Hank, that is the 5th cool person I've talked to that wants to move into Enrique's neighborhood. Asa's friends are a honeypot, and I'm the only realtor bear with my paw in them.
Why does that Asa guy want to live in Enrique's neighborhood anyway?
Why do you ask? Because he's white?
No, because he's weird.
Well, that weird guy's loan was pre-approved. Probably because he has rich parents. And all of his friends are young, starving artists who also have rich parents.
Artists? But that neighborhood seems pretty family-oriented.
Hank, cool young people are good for neighborhoods. They come in and bring new life, art, music, a funky nightlife.
Yeah, if you say so. I just need help with this speech. I didn't get much out of Inez except that she likes birds. You gotta help me, Peggy.
I'm sorry, but I do not have time today. I have to find a 3-bedroom loft space for someone named DJ Peanut Butter. Maybe Bobby can help you. He knows some 14-year-old girls.
Well, there is one in my class, but she was held back because she's a dum-dum.
Bobby, just help your father.
Fine, but we should really be working on my sweet Fortino. That's gonna sneak up on us. Okay, the thing about girls is they're all obsessed with the popular girls. Love them or hate them, they want to talk about them. Bring up the popular girls, and I promise your problem will be getting her to shut up.
Tell me about the popular girls.
Well, there's this girl, Gabriela. She wears eyeliner and bracelets up to here. And then there's Amelia, she wears boots, and she says she has a car, but I don't think she has a car. And then there's Anna, and she's got glitter in her eyeball, and I think her hair might be fake, but I don't know. But she put a towel on her head one day.
What'd I tell you? I knew she'd open up to you. Do your Desperate Housewives, Inez.
You stole my man. I know your secret. I'll tell everyone you burned down my house.
It's like we live on Wisterious Lane, Hank.
Okay, maybe I could ask a question, and then Inez will just answer that question. Does that sound good?
Sure.
First question. Do you have any hobbies?
I like soccer, and I like to go to the movies.
Really? Soccer? So you like sports, kinda? Well, you got some girl there, Enrique. Everyone in the neighborhood just loves her.
Yeah, she's like me, Hank.
This is the best fish taco yet, and I could drink horchata forever.
Hola, mi familia.
Cervezas, amigo.
Yeah, man.
These guys.
check it out. My boy Chester just produced this. Let me know what you guys think.
What a beautiful life. Such a beautiful
This music makes me feel weird and depressed.
I'm changing it back.
Whoa. I think this essay might be in the wrong barrio.
You know where you are, gringo?
What?
Hey, Hank, you want another taco? Because I just ate your last one.
All right. He's with you.
Yeah, Hank's my friend.
Any friend of me, hermano, is a friend of mine.
I don't even know these guys, Hank, but they always know me. It's real weird.
I think this place is just perfect for your gallery.
I'm looking for someplace to, something a little more, I don't know.
Like a loft? Every house in this neighborhood can be converted into a loft.
I'm in. Do you have a light?
Always.
Boy, Enrique's neighborhood sure has changed, I tell you what. All these artists moved in so fast, and they all look the same, real skinny and walk slowly.
The people you are referring to are hipsters. They walk slowly because they got no place to be, man.
Yeah, well, Inez and I don't like them. It's hard enough to be a girl on the verge of womanhood without everything changing around you, and things are changing fast now.
No, Hank. That's beautiful. Don't tell us that. Save it for the quinceanera.
You know, Bill, you're right. That could be a good angle for my speech. I gotta write this down.
Hank, it's salmon. They put salmon in the fish tacos, Hank.
What are you talking about?
Look at it. It's salmon. They're ruining everything.
Oh, no, not the fish tacos.
Maybe you could talk to Peggy. Maybe she could sell those funny people houses somewhere else.
Well, I did, and Peggy says that those people are actually good for your neighborhood. Bring in some new life.
And salmon is very high in omega-3s.
I don't want a new life, Hank. I like my life and my tacos the way they were.
Okay, Enrique, just calm down. You need to be focusing on Inez's party. I'll talk to Peggy.
Thanks, Hank. And show her this.
Peggy, we gotta get going to that quinceanera. You should get ready. What are you doing?
Texting is the new talking, Hank.
That thing looks kind of expensive, Peggy.
Well, it is, but I've been making a lot of money lately. I am flipping little Mexico like a giant golden quesadilla.
Yeah, about that, Enrique wanted me to talk to you about the people you're bringing to his neighborhood.
Hank, neighborhoods change with time. Hispanics didn't always live there. Who knows who lived there before them? Native Americans probably own those houses.
But they're hipsters, Peggy.
I promise you, Hank, Enrique will thank me. His neighborhood has become the hot spot of Arlen. And if he really doesn't like it, he can just sell his house for a huge profit.
I guess you're right.
Oh, someone just texted me back. QRS smiley face. What do you think that means?
I can't believe how far we had to park. All these electric cars can't be for Enrique's.
Nope, DJ Donkey Oates is also having a party tonight.
Is everyone a DJ?
Yes.
Hey, Hills! Thanks for coming. This is a happy day. Let's all be happy, okay? So, hey, you got your speech ready?
I think I'll do Inez proud. Inez, you look beautiful. So are you ready to walk through that trellis?
I can't believe this is happening. It's like a dream. Oh, and guess who came? Anna and Gabriela.
Really? They're talking again? Well, that's great. But what about Carlos? This could get really uncomfortable.
Hank, I'll be videotaping your speech. And the sacrifice.
Everyone, welcome. Thank you all for coming to this special day. When Inez was born, it was the happiest day of my life. Yes, I'm so happy I can do this for Inez, and a great man made this possible. My boss, Hank Hill. Hank spent the last few weeks getting to know my family better. And he brought his wife, Peggy, with him. Peggy started selling houses around here. She really changed things, huh? And now our rent has gone up, and we can't afford to stay here anymore. So we have to move. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know where Inez will be a woman. I don't want to move. I'm scared, Hank.
Yeah, Hank, get up there. Do it, buddy. Woo-hoo!
Well, that was a disaster.
I can't believe that Enrique doesn't own his own house. He's lived there for over 20 years. Who rents a house for 20 years? I'm pretty sure Inez's room is an addition.
But the neighborhood is getting nicer. If anything, the skyrocketing rents attest to that. Oh, Hank, I've been a bad realtor. I abused my power. I sold irresponsibly.
Well, it's not all your fault. Yeah, it is.
Hipsters were attracted to me because I am cool. And I played it up. Peg the cool realtor, slapping fives and throwing up peace signs. I'm disgusting.
Please, God, give me one more crown. Pineapple. Oh, pineapple.
I just wanted you to know that Peggy feels terrible about what's happened. We both do.
I'm freaking out here. Yolanda doesn't want to move, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I don't get it. You make good money here. Why don't you own your house?
Oh, you sound like my cousin. You gotta buy. Interest rates are good. I live for today, okay? I like to have a good time.
You mean you spend all your money on parties?
And funerals. What am I going to do? None of us want to move. Inez doesn't want to go to a new school.
She can't go to a new school. She just started eating lunch with Anna and Gabriella.
Okay, how about this? Now I'm just thinking out loud here. There was a practice in realty called redlining that kept blacks from owning in certain neighborhoods. Now that was obviously bad, but if we used it against hipsters, in my hands, I think it would be a very effective tool.
Peggy, no.
This could work, Hank. The neighborhood would go back to the way it was, housing prices will stabilize, and Enrique can afford to stay.
Or, how about this? What do hipsters like? Cool things. So we invent a place called Cool Town. In Cool Town, music's always playing and everybody drives convertibles.
Ugh, it sounds like Austin.
Bobby, you are almost right.
Really?
Almost. The thing that I've learned about these people is that it's not about where they want to be, but where they don't want to be.
Brilliant.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Who are you?
Hey, man, we're dang old neighbors, man. Talking about I'd like to go watch football, man. Come on, let's go. Tell me no go Longhorns, man.
So, you guys want to come over for Grays? Idol? How about game night?
Hey, neighbor, I'm Bill.
I own my own house. I am a homeowner. Now I pay mortgage instead of rent. I'm building equity. We should celebrate.
Well, I'm really happy for you, Enrique, but maybe you should lay low for a while. My neighbors and I have to keep pretending like we live here until we get rid of the rest of the guys.
Yeah, then we're going to celebrate. You heard of a housewarming. This is going to be a house inferno.
How about for now, we celebrate with a beer? Yep.
Yep. Maybe just some donkey rides for the kids.
Thanks, Mr. Hill. This is really great.
Now then, I believe we have a little unfinished business. And now I'd like to say a few words about a young girl, a young woman named Inez. Shh, here she comes. Surprise! We get her every year.
This is the one day a year my dad disappoints me.
Feeling a little left out, are you, Bobby? Well, you shouldn't. I got something in the truck just for you.
You like your birthday bone, don't you, girl?
Look, everybody!
What the hell is that?
It's my new pet, Josh. Lucky gave it to me.
He's gonna be such a great father. Get that snake off you this instant. I will not sit by and watch you be strangled in my very own home.
Lucky, you're taking that dang thing back.
I don't know, Hank. Snakes make pretty cool pets. They don't have legs, so they can't run away from you. And no matter how hard you cuddle it, you can't break it.
No, snakes are awful pets. It's like a breathing stick, staring at you all weird. Now put it down.
Okay.
It's coming to kill me. It knows I'm a Christian.
Whoa, I ain't never seen it do that before. It's agitated.
Somebody go get Dale.
If I leave, you guys will let me back in, right?
People should just have dogs. Well, Dale, what do you think? You think you might want to grab it?
This is going to take time, Hank. I'm trying to break its spirit, but it's an alpha snake, whilst I am clearly a beta snake. Clever opening gambit. Game on. Ha! Well, it's in the toilet. Too late.
No, it's not. Quick, grab it.
Sorry, Hank. I'm a private contractor. This is now a public matter. Once that snake's head crosses the rim threshold, it's the county's problem.
County's problem? Come on, do something.
Not to worry, the county animal control guys are the best. I've personally seen Tommy and Rollo kill a gopher with a pigeon.
The species is a Burmese python around 6 feet long. It escaped down the toilet at 11:46.
So what do you want us to do about it?
I'd like you to catch it.
Little League field's clean. They don't pay us enough for this. And this Yahoo wants us to catch his pet snake.
It's not my pet, but it is your job.
Yeah, well, we don't get paid the kind of money that cops and firemen do. Not even close. But when city hall's run over by possums, they don't make them disappear. We do.
Yeah, you think it's just magic. Well, it's the kind of magic you do with a ball-peen hammer in a deserted place.
This is the magic I believe in. I pay my taxes and you find that snake. People hate them, and if they find out that a 6-foot one is loose in the sewer, it could cause a panic.
Panic? Maybe this could cause a panic. Mr. Hill, I am putting this matter to the top of our agenda. Here's a form that will expedite things.
Finally. Paperwork. Now we're getting somewhere.
That guy's serious. We might have to do something.
We are going to do something. Nothing. The longer that snake is out there, the more the town panics, the more valuable we become. That snake is our ticket to crazy overtime.
Well, all I know is I had to raise a little hell in there. But sometimes that's what you gotta do to get the proper forms.
And switching now to a breaking story, we go live to the Heimlich County Animal Control Department.
12-foot-long Burmese python escaped earlier today. From what we can piece together, an untrained animal hobbyist, Hank Hill, purchased this animal as a joke, grew bored with it, and apparently flushed it down the toilet.
That's not true. I don't believe this. They're lying on the news.
Are they talking about Josh?
People think these animals make good pets, but they don't. They're cold-blooded killers. Literally.
Chilling. And now we go to our own Nancy Hicks Gribble, live on the scene.
Oh, no, don't show our house. No.
Thanks, Miguel. Neighbors such as myself describe Mr. Hill as a quiet and somewhat rigid man, and the last person you'd expect to release such a deadly threat into this community's hearts and homes.
You know, I always thought we'd be on TV for being murdered in our sleep.
Dang it, my phone is ringing off the hook. You boys need to catch this snake.
That's what I told him.
We are doing everything possible. The snake that was set loose in our community is a vicious predator, and it cannot be caught on the cheap. It's going to take time. It might take time and a half. Golden time. And hazard pay, thank you.
Whoa. Our budget's too tight as it is.
This is a crisis of public safety, Don. It appears my colleague here is soft on snakes.
Are you kidding me? Nobody hates snakes more than I do.
Well, you sure have a funny way of showing it.
If anyone knows my history, he knows I'm tough on snakes.
That's right. As chairman, I move we allocate more money to snake eradication.
This isn't about money. Just make these people do their jobs.
I say we don't just allocate some money, we allocate all money needed.
I say on top of that, we get these boys another full-time animal control officer to help win my war on snakes.
Dale, get on your cleanest jumpsuit because you are going to apply for that job with County Animal Control.
An opening? But I don't have the chops to work with Tommy and Rollo.
Why do you like these guys so much? So far, all they've done is blame me and ask for money.
Well, I always blame you and ask for money. Maybe I could fit in.
Mr. Gribble.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous name, I know.
What makes you think you could be a snake hunter?
To be honest, I have no business even sitting here with you gentlemen. I am unqualified, uncertified, and untrained. I have no references, I am prone to nervousness, and when nervous, I vomit in my mouth.
Dale, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. As a matter of fact, you are exactly what we're looking for.
Really? Are you sure?
Go on home, make love to your wife, and then come back here ready to be a hero.
But she's at work. I'll figure it out.
He's perfect.
That moron couldn't find a snake if he was wearing it for a necktie.
Kill you later. Oh, what the hell.
There's no reason for this panic. There's never been one instance of a snake jumping out of a toilet and biting someone. I even went on the web.
It's funny how much one little snake can change a man's life. My bathroom used to be where I went to find comfort and peace. Now it's the sum of all my fears.
Yeah, man, it's like I don't even have a dang old place to read my dang old newspaper no more, man.
Don't worry about a thing. Now that Dale Gribble, Animal Control Specialist, has joined what my wife, the media, has dubbed Team Snake Hunt, that snake is all but caught. Sha-sha-sha.
Whoa.
And best part of all, I'm working with my idols. It would be like Boomhauer working with Wilt Chamberlain, or Hank working with Dr. Propane, I'm assuming.
Just promise that you'll catch that snake soon. I get more looks and whispers than that bank teller who's in between genders.
Well, this has been a great first day. You guys have introduced me to Sudoku, and we came up with our theme song. Now, this might be the pedicure talking, but When are we gonna catch that snake?
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. If we rush into this, then the snake is one.
Huh.
Gentlemen, here are your beers and your banana splits. Enjoy. And by the way, your bill has been taken care of. Thank you, Team Snake Hunt!
Hey!
We begin with an Arlen snake alarm update.
Just turn the channel.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Hank. 'Cause of you, I gotta find some place besides a commode to do my business.
Huh? I didn't have anything to do with this snake. It was a gift to my son. See, it was my dog's birthday. No one has anything to worry about. The toilets are safe. Don't buy into this media frenzy.
Let's hear you say that sitting on a toilet, honey.
It was one of the few pleasures in my life, and you took it away.
For the shopping experience of a lifetime, drive up to the McMainer-Berry Mall. Snake-free since 1982.
Damn, waiting for this foam will be the death of me. You know the firemen have a self-frothing machine.
Yeah, and the cops have new headquarters and those matching ATVs. Why are we always at the bottom of the food chain?
Because they all have bond measures. You know how it works. Cops can't catch criminals unless bond measure C passes. Librarians will shut down the children's reading room if bond measure L doesn't pass. If Team Snake Hunt gets its own bond measure, we can have any cappuccino machine we want.
Hell yeah, bond measure S for snake. What do you say, brother?
I don't know anything about bond measures.
That's the beauty of it. Nobody does, but they all vote yes.
And once the bond measure passes, then we'll catch the snake?
You got it, buddy. Once bond measure S passes, that snake is toast.
I keep looking up at the sky and wondering if Josh is looking up at the same sky.
You'll feel better after you build a bear.
Hey, Hank Hill. Snake scandal devalue my property more than Doe Tree sunbathing on front lawn. It's true. I checked.
Dale, you'd better have a snake in that backpack.
Don't be ridiculous. How would I put a snake in my pack with all my sophisticated snake-finding equipment? Like my personal ionic air purifier, my anti-fog mirror and CD player, and my monogrammed flotation device.
What do you need with all that stuff?
Don't be embarrassed by your ignorance, Hank. You, as a citizen idiot, would have no idea how to catch a snake.
Dang it, Dale. I made you get that county job to make sure those guys did their job and caught that snake. Have you even looked down in the sewers?
We don't just willy-nilly go down in the sewers, Hank. It takes strategy, planning. In fact, Tommy and Rollo are in the snake control room as we speak, planning our next move.
The what? The snake control room? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's probably just the copy room.
The copy room? I don't think all the monitors, sensors, and tracking devices would fit in the copy room. I think the snake control room is more like the danger room from the X-Men.
So you've seen it?
Of course. I mean, I've been outside the door. I don't have clearance to... It's a lengthy review process. Huh.
Come on, Dale. We're gonna see what those giblet heads are really up to.
Guys, I know you said never to bother you when you're in the war room, but I need to talk to you about something. Guys? right, Hank. They're frauds. We're going into the sewer. Let's go kill a snake and a bond measure. These public sewers are labyrinthine. Since Tommy and Rollo never actually trained me, we could get lost down there. I'll become one of the mysterious sewer people. Over time, my memories of the English language will disappear, and I'll be forced to invent my own. Kubop kibble-booble. Skeeble!
Get moving, Dale.
Dear ex-idols, someone needs to catch that snake, and I guess it's going to be me. P.S. I signed for your executive dartboard from the Sharper Image. It's on the wall.
Holy crap, he's going in the sewer. That Boy Scout is going to crash our gravy train. We got to stop him.
We're actually inside Arlen's colon. It's kind of spooky down here. Do you think poop has ghosts?
Apparently, not everyone was afraid to use their toilets.
Look, it's a wheel from a child's tricycle. This is a place of terrible beauty.
Wait, did you hear something? Dale?
Wait a second, that was Rollo's voice. They're after us!
How'd they even know we were down here?
Probably the note I left. Come on, we've got to hurry up and catch that snake! The snake!
Quick, grab it!
Yeah! I got a hold of it! It's trying to wrap itself around me, but it didn't count on my strategy of me wrapping around it! I did it!
I'm not sure that's Bobby's snake.
Oh my God, it's not!
Oh, Lord in heaven above.
Don't worry, Hank. I've got 3 weeks of exterminating to catch up on. Where to begin? Eeny, meeny, miny, kill!
Dale!
Look at that vermin pit.
More like money pit. Dale, stop killing our money right now.
What the hell happened to you? You used to be reptile and rodent killing machines. Now you're practically veterinarians.
Hey, nobody gave a damn about us till the snake showed up, and no one will give a damn about us once it's gone.
That's why you kill? For appreciation? From people like him?
You know why you should do it? Because it's your job and you're getting a paycheck. Or how about you do it because right now, Dale's wife, Channel 84's Nancy Hicks Gribble, is on her way to the Animal Control Office. She's gonna expose what really goes on in that snake control room.
What do you want?
I want you to end this madness and publicly repudiate Bond Measure S.
There's Josh! Are you with me, brothers?
Good. Hey, if Bobby asks, we let Josh go on a farm.
And since my raison d'etre, i.e., the Burmese python has been eradicated, I hereby resign my position.
But what about future snake threats? Don't we need Bond Measure S to safeguard our children?
Yes, the children.
Bond Measure S is nothing more than an expensive government boondoggle that in no way will help us with our efforts in animal control.
With 1% of the precincts in, we are projecting that bond measure A, the clean air for our children to breathe bond measure, will pass 62% to 38%.
Oh, you hear that, little baby? You're going to be able to breathe.
As did bond measure F, the children are our future initiative with 67% of the vote.
Children really are our future, you know.
And in a stunning upset, bond measure S for a snake-free Arlen squeaked by with only 59% of the vote.
Tell me about the farm again, Dad.
Yeah, well, it's a really great place, I tell you what. Especially for a snake. You know, lots of mice, I guess, that Josh ate.
That's Josh, all right. Tell me more.
Well, it's a good farm. Kids. Sir, what are you doing here in the morning?
I've been kicked out of Jug Store Cowboys, Hank. Banned for life. 10:35. Right about now, Trixie's reloading her bandoleros with lollipops.
I know those dancers meant a lot to you, sir, but there's more to life than gentlemen's clubs. Like work. Everyone would love to have you back in the saddle here at Strickland.
Work? Well, I don't really see it, but I'll give it a shot.
Do you think those guys will get mad if I run in and yell, "Stop the presses!" again?
Tell you what, Bobby, why don't you go make up a crime report? If it sounds believable, we'll print it.
Oh, I just spent a glorious day at the spa. It's like the manicurist was the sheriff and my cuticles were outlaws. She really cleaned up the town.
I'm on a deadline. What's another word for potato? Not tuber. I've already used that twice.
But the best part is, it didn't cost me a dime.
How's that?
I just flashed my Arlen bystander press pass and open sesame.
This thing we swipe to get into the parking lot? Bobby, how's this for a headline? Woman gets free stuff for having press pass. Boy also.
Now, before we get started, I'd like to welcome Mr. Strickland to our morning roundtable of new and ongoing projects. Okay. Now, last time Enrique proposed moving the barbecue mitts from accessories over to apparel. Let's kick it around.
I mean, you wear them, right?
But not as a fashion statement.
Both good points.
I think what Donna doesn't like is that it's my idea.
Actually...
Hang on, Donna. Mr. Strickland is trying to get a word in edgewise. I forgot how high emotions run at these meetings. You guys keep going. There's no time for nominations, so Donna, you're interim chair.
Oh, no.
Don't try and stop me. I'm going to Jug Store Cowboys and apologizing to Keith. At least I can look at some pretty girls while I eat crow. And then, I left my keys inside.
Sir, coming back to work was the right choice. Don't waver. Come on, let's go inside.
No! I hate work, Hank. It's so god-awful boring. How you don't kill yourself is beyond me.
Mr. Strickland, I want to show you how fun work can be. Please, just give it another chance. Hey, we could surprise the staff with ice cream. That's fun.
We sell ice cream all day long here at Frozen Cow.
Okay, then.
Hi, welcome to Frozen Cow. What's your name?
Hank. Strawberry for 6 adults, please.
We don't have strawberry. We do have the strawberry that broke the camel's back.
Okay, that sounds pretty close.
And what mix-ins do you want with that? You get 4.
Mix-ins? I just want the ice cream.
Sure, Hank. But if you don't want mix-ins, you're gonna have to wear this I like nude ice cream button. While you're looking them over, I'll get you signed up for a birthday club. Hank, what's your social?
How dare you?
There was a man who liked mix-ins and put them in his ice cream. M-I-X-I-N, M-I-X-I-N, and put them in his ice cream.
Buck?
Go, man, go. Oh, how's he gonna mix in all them Oreos? Here he goes. That's how.
Sir, we need to get back to work. Sir?
M-I-X-I-N, M-I-X-I-N.
I fell down a flight of stairs this morning. That's about it from my end.
That's better than my day. I got hung up with Buck at that horrible new ice cream place.
You mean Frozen Cow Creamery? Their commercials say they make ice cream fun. Oh, we make ice cream fun. Oh, we make ice cream fun.
Dang it, Dale. Ice cream was already fun. What's with all these perfectly good businesses trying to cram extra fun into places it doesn't belong?
Yeah, man, it's like them dang Southwest Airlines, man. Or the dang old pilot get on there like a dang old night at the improv, man. They're gonna go fly in a dang old plane, man.
This is interesting, but I have to get dressed. I'm going to a party at Arlen Ford.
Now that's what I'm talking about, Bill. Those aren't real parties. Those are sales.
Sounds like someone didn't get invited.
Buck just called for you, honey. He's down at the Frozen Cow.
Again? He's just trading one vice for another.
All I know is he wants you to bring him some pants.
Hey, old top.
Here are your new pants, sir. I got the extremely relaxed fit.
Thanks, Hank. All my trousers seem to be wearing out at once.
I brought some paperwork.
Now, here's the deal. I can win a gift certificate by naming the new cherry ice cream. How'd you like cherried alive? Too creepy?
Look at yourself, sitting here all day changing pants in public. There's a spoon stuck to your elbow. Do you even know that? You don't need this place or a strip club to be happy.
Yes, I do. I'm physically addicted to the good times.
I understand that. Sir, you have my word that if you come back to Strickland Propane, I will do everything in my power to prove to you that work can be fun.
Fun, huh?
Okay. Our first order of business is a special hello to Mr. Strickland, who is with us.
I'll take it from here, Hank. Now, how do we make Strickland Propane fun? You know. You?
Sir, this sounds like new business. Ordinarily, we start with old business.
Here's the Frozen Cow Operations Manual, which I stole from that white kid with the dreadlocks. We gonna use this book to turn Strickland into the happiest propane dealer on earth. Here's the first number we're gonna learn. Joe Jack, let me hear your big pipes.
I've been working at the propanery
all the live long day.
Sir, I know I said that work could be fun, but...
Shut up, take the tenner, Hank. I can't hear you, Hank.
Can't you hear the nozzle whistling? Sorry, we don't sell 10, 20, and 30-gallon tanks anymore. Our new sizes are like it, love it, and don't come any closer. I'm insane for propane.
No, I'll take the big one, I guess.
All right. Someone's insane. Look out, someone's insane.
I got my eye on you, nutcase. Ain't this great, old top? Good times and laughs.
Yeah, but what about propane? That's what we're actually selling here.
That's the old way of thinking. What we're selling is a fun environment to buy propane in.
Well, how are we going to get all the work done with everyone cutting up all the time?
Oh, the work will get done all right. It'll be fun. You promised.
Are you sure they're gonna let us in for free just because you work for the paper?
Good point, Bobby. I will need to make them think I'm here on official business. Hello, Peggy Hill, Arlen bystander. Our readers want to know if a goat really could save a down-and-out football team.
$11.
Have you ever heard of freedom of the press? That means I don't pay.
Okay, $4 for the kid.
Pay the man, Bobby. I'm off to review some popcorn.
What happened to Boy also?
Sorry I'm late. Buck's making us have so much fun all day, there's no time to get to the actual work.
Well, I thought you wanted Buck to spend more time at the office.
Well, that was before he got all his priorities out of whack. Now I've got to learn juggling to entertain customers.
I can teach you the most essential fun skill of all, Hank. Throwing your voice. Who said that?
I did.
Well, are you behind that tree over there?
No, I'm in the garbage can.
Whoever you are, don't bother me while I sip my beer.
No.
Okay, that last time was me.
And remember, propane's not just a gas, it's a gas.
Hey, I can't breathe with this on.
I can't really swallow this thing, honey. That was just talk.
Just hang in there, guys. All this nonsense can't be good for business, and sooner or later, Mr. Strickland has to realize it. Well, at least that means it's closing time. Now we can finally get to inventory, maybe make it home in time for dinner.
What's everybody doing? I don't hear any laughing.
Well, we're all doing inventory, sir, and Joe Jack may be going to the urgent care.
I poked my tuck tube.
Inventory? That's boring. We can do that kind of stuff later. Right now, we should be playing putt-putt golf.
Golf? Sir, no, we really have...
What we have to do is build some team spirit. You said I could count on you, Hank. Well, I'm counting.
So the putt-putt golf is mandatory?
No, it's fundatory. And hey, after that, we can have a pizza party.
Pizza?
Ugh, I'm full. But I think we'd better review the whole dessert cart anyway.
My readers deserve nothing less. Bobby, I'll be right back. Incredibly expensive wine goes right through you.
Press!
And we didn't even make it back to the office because the dang pizza place had a karaoke machine. You never really notice that American Pie is 7 minutes long until your boss makes you sing it.
How was their pizza? Big choice of toppings? Dessert bar? Sounds like there's a story there for me around lunchtime.
You're lucky you can enjoy your work. Tomorrow I'm the official Strickland tickler. I might have to call in sick.
Hey, I don't look like a bunny. I look like a goat. This is about the barbecue mitts, isn't it?
Look, I know this has been tough, but Buck's going over receipts right now. He's still a businessman, and there hadn't been a customer in here all day. Once he sees we're losing money, he'll pull the plug on all this god-dang fun.
All right, attention, everyone. I just been going over our financials, and the news ain't good.
Ay, gracias, Madre de Dios.
It's great! In the first week of business, the new Fun Strickland made $300 more than the old, boring Strickland.
Business is up?
Yeah, and we're just starting. From now on, we won't be having fun. We'll be having Super Buffo fun.
Sir, we're all kind of exhausted.
Exhausted? Don't worry, because I got something for that. Besides, we got to do inventory tonight. And you know what's going to make that fun? Check your desk drawers and you're going to find out.
Pajamas?
Yeah! Hank was right all along. Dang if work can't be fun. We're going to have us an all-night slumber party.
I gotta bust out of here, Hank. You don't know this, but I've been locked up before.
You're not locked up, you're just kind of being held hostage. After the game's over, we'll get inventory done and get the heck out of here.
Popcorn's in the microwave. What word we on?
Pomegranate, and Joe Jack's narrowed it down to 3 definitions.
Pomegranate. What a cheerleader cheers with. A fruit with juicy seeds, or a sack of dirt you hit yourself on the head with. That one, I guess.
Joe Jack, you stink at dictionary. A pomegranate's a fruit, boy. Fruit. A delicious fruit. That's your new nickname, pomegranate.
Can we get to work? It's my husband's birthday for another 10 minutes. I just want to get home.
Enrique, you're not the wet blanket anymore. She is.
Hank! I can't take this anymore.
Just hold on, Enrique. This can't go on forever. Oh, God, he's got risk.
Look alive, Enrique. Kamchatka is calling Japan out.
Maybe that should be our cue to call it a night, sir. I'll just guesstimate the number of meat thermometers.
What's the matter with you people? Now, I try to make working in the crummy propanery fun, and, well, plainly I need to soak a bunch more wet blankets.
I won't wear the blanket again, honey. I swear I won't.
I hate it too, but you can't argue with Mr. Strickland. Not when business is up. I mean, look at this. We were up $40 on Monday, 80 on Tuesday, 60 Wednesday. It's always exact increments of $20. Wait a second. Donna, does Buck know the combination to the cash box?
Sure. Every time he'd go to Jug Store Cowboys, he'd help himself to some 20s.
That's why business is up. It's just because Buck isn't raiding the register and blowing the money at the strip bar. There's no reason to do any of this junk.
When he comes back, I say we throw a blanket over his head and do what feels right.
Sure, that might make us all feel better in the short term, but the moment he regains consciousness, we're right back where we started. Enrique, make sure Joe Jack doesn't kill Mr. Strickland while I'm gone. You gotta let Buck come back, Keith. He's your best customer.
Well, the girls are kind of thrown off. They're so used to Buck being in his usual seat, half the time they end up plopping down in an empty chair.
And if I'm not mistaken, your revenues are down by at least $300 a week.
Okay, if he crawled here on his hands and knees and begged forgiveness, I might consider taking him back.
Well, he won't do that now. Buck wanted to come here to apologize the very next day after his banishment, but I talked him out of it. I'm the one you should ban from jug stores, not Buck.
Then you're banished too! But that doesn't change anything with Buck.
Look, you guys need each other.
Well, it would sure be nice to hear Buck say that.
Huh.
Truth in there, Enrique. Ever kill anyone?
No!
Darn, I thought you were gonna take the dare. I was gonna blindfold you and make you sniff the mystery foot. Strickland propane, it's a gas.
Sir, I'm over here at the Frozen Cow Creamery, and they've got a new fun activity I think you might want to steal.
No, I'm gonna go right now. Go run right over there. Go do it.
Make a run for it.
Is it a contest? Is it a new flavor?
We'll get to that. Hey, Troy, how about a mother load of very interesting?
I'm on it.
9:15. Isn't that when Trixie goes on?
Usually. I mean, sometimes Raven takes that shift. I don't know, sometimes they both,
Eat ice cream here at Frozen Cow. Merrily, 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 eat your ice cream now.
You smell that, Hank? Smells like them Swedish meatballs they serve at jug stores. You don't have a new Swedish meatball flavor, do you, boy? Of course not. I must be sleep deprived or something.
Maybe. Hey, could you break this 20 into, singles?
Huh?
For a tip?
Shouldn't we be getting back to the office?
Sir, I've got 20 singles for you. Now, do you want to put them back in the register at work? Or put them in the tip jar here so you can hear Troy sing some more? Or put them to use over at Jug Store Cowboys?
Joe Jack was working on some tongue twisters that were pretty nifty, and that dang, I'm smelling meatballs. I want to go to my strip club.
Then do it, sir.
I can't. Fact is, I was a shade guilty of gluttony vis-a-vis Keith's buffet, but I can't apologize to him. I just can't.
You just did, Buck. And I accept.
I didn't apologize, you old humpback toad.
I got you. Well, this isn't an apology either, but I do like to defrost a tray of hors d'oeuvres for my best customer.
Well, why don't you two gentlemen continue this discussion of who's not apologizing in a more adult atmosphere?
I believe I know just the place. But I might be delayed a smidge getting back to the office. Hank, can I count on you to keep things on track at Strickland, you know, with the fun and such?
I guarantee it.
There's your pomegranate, honey.
You're right, Hank. This bonfire is fun.
Yep. And you know what's going to be even more fun? Getting back to work.
And Joseph Gribble is sacked for another loss.
Common name, no relation.
Come on, we're still in this game. Just 2 touchdowns, a couple of 2-point conversions, an onside kick, and we're just a field goal behind. Come on, let's make some noise.
Boo!
Go Arlen!
Go Arlen. Oh, here come the cheerleaders. You think maybe they will do a real cheer just this once?
All right, ladies, let's go.
Whatever happened to cheerleaders actually cheering? Alice Bullard. She was the best cheer coach I have ever seen. And she was 98 years old. I wonder whatever happened to that woman.
You know, I remember my junior year in a game against Belton. I just didn't have it. But then our cheerleaders started their Be Aggressive cheer, and I was, and we won.
Hank, I'm going to do us all a favor. I am going to help that new cheerleading coach get her act together. I really did stay sweet. Peggy Hill, at your service.
Great. Grab a handle. This thing weighs a ton.
Oh, wow. I feel like I'm already making an impact. Now, how else can I help you get the cheerleaders on track?
On track? Does this look like the best of a coach who's not on track? FYI, we've had 2 wins at the Slim Fast Invitational and 1 at Tampax.
Yes, very impressive. But I have noticed that the cheerleaders are not really spending any time backing the football team.
The cheer squad doesn't get trophies for how good the football team does. We get them for motion and dance, basket tosses, jumps, and attitude. You know, cheerleading has changed since your day. Wait, you never had a day, did you? You weren't a cheerleader.
No, but only because people who thought they knew me, but clearly did not, would not let me.
Welcome aboard. Oh, and that mat has to go all the way over there.
So Peggy's gonna help coach the cheerleaders at Landry. She says they're gonna do real cheers.
Good, but what we need to do is get rid of Principal Moss. Maybe I should put bourbon in his thermos and try to knock him off the wagon.
Don't worry, he can't hide behind improved test scores forever.
Hank, dinner!
Excuse me, fellas. I've got to go have dinner with a cheerleader.
Why does everything good happen to Hank?
Cheerleaders. Why does everybody think they're so special? I could be covering the debate tournament finals right now.
Let's do a cheer!
Your mom's a cheerleader?
Come on! Go,
Wow, I thought that was just more of her big talk. Maybe she really did see Dan Rather at the mall.
Okay, girls, who's ready to make some noise? Right. Our first lesson will be how to make some noise.
I don't have time for this. I need a new top of the pyramid. We just lost our lightest girl to homeschooling.
Problem understood and solved. But how? Connie, how would you like to be the top of the pyramid?
Huh?
And...
Whoa!
Nice hang time. You want to be a cheerleader?
Me? Are you kidding? Hey, smart girl from my algebra class. Why are you dressed like a cheerleader? Because I, am a cheerleader. Cool. Well, you want to come to a sleepover? We're gonna sit around and make fun of everybody.
Cheer 1, this is cheer 2. If you can hear me, give me a Y. Oh, you could not look any cuter if you were dangling a kitten.
It's amazing. I put on this outfit and it's like, what's the opposite of invisible? I've never had to know. Thank you, Mrs. Hill.
Okay, girls, who's ready to turn this mother out? MC Hammer is get in formation.
Or we could get the crowd into the game. How about a cheer? Go Longhorns!
Peggy, the last thing we need is for our cheerleaders to be distracted by the game. What I do need is for you to find my purse.
Find your purse?
Yes. Oh, and go tell Karen Smelko I said hi. She's on the 4th row up, not counting the 1st row.
I will get the purse, but I am undecided on the grading.
Sorry I'm late. Took longer than I thought to wash the eggs off my car.
Sorry I'm late. It took longer than I thought to egg Moss's car.
Hey, Peggy, shouldn't you be down there spelling things with your arms?
No, Hank, I have a different job. Karen Smelko?
Arlen has the ball, 4th and goal, and they're going for it.
They haven't converted a 4th down all season. They're going to need the crowd behind them.
Okay, let's take a break. We've got our 80s mega mix coming up.
Where are they going? They're braiding each other's hair? That does it. Arlen! Fight! Push that ball with all your might. Come on! Let's help our boys before it's too late. Arlen! Fight!
Push that ball with all your might!
Arlen! Fight!
You heard them. Let's push that ball with all your might.
Hey, Hank, your wife just reminded me of why I love football.
Winning!
See, Moss? We need more of that and less of this.
And because of you and your chanting, Francine just nailed a standing backflip that no one saw.
That was something, Peggy. Look, how would you like to replace Joe Reed as a cheerleading coach?
Me? Well, Excuse me one moment.
Peggy, you know we're supposed to keep this channel open for uniform emergencies.
Sorry, I just wanted you to give Karen Smelko a message from me. Principal Moss just made me the new cheerleading coach.
What?
Attention, ladies!
Where's Joe Rita?
It is not important where she is. What is important is why she is not here.
Why is she not here?
Because she did not understand the role of a cheerleader. To get the fans fired up, to bring the crowd into the game, to give our team the extra edge that can turn a narrow defeat into a certain victory.
Do we still get to wear our uniforms to school on Fridays?
Yes!
Oh, okay.
Arlen! Fight! Push that ball with all your might!
What ball is she talking about?
Do the two-point conversion cheer!
Hey there, Coach! What you gonna do? Are you gonna kick or go for two?
Perhaps I didn't set that up properly. We would do that cheer after we've scored, but only when it would be advantageous for us to get 2 points. Once again from the top.
Hey there, Coach!
Well, this is all going to hell.
Are you gonna kick or go?
I can't have bored kids in an assembly. It's asking for trouble. I'm gonna cue the band.
Are you gonna kick or go?
Oh, no. No, not the band. Okay, I can't save the cougar for the finale. Misty, put this on and chase your tail like an idiot.
It won't fit.
Yes, it will. It'll fit. Come on, it's for the team.
Yeah! Kill that cougar!
Yeah, choke it!
Quick, everybody, beat the crap out of Misty.
Yeah, kick its butt, Connie!
Ladies, I have learned something today. People like violence. From now on, we will demoralize their teams by systematically moxecuting their mascots. Everyone, take a knife.
Is it stab and stab?
No, it's stab and a stab, okay? Let's have a run-through. Misty, get in the cougar costume.
The costume smells like a butt, and it's really more of a job for an ugly girl.
I'll do it.
Hi there, we won't float. We'll stab the cougar in the throat. And when at last the cougar's dead, we'll make him see red, 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 red.
I am slain. I'm so cold.
No hats in the lunchroom, Dooley. Take it off.
I'll die in these horns.
Hey, Peggy! Why didn't you sit with us today?
Oh, sweet Jesus. The cool table.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe Rita. Pull up the stepladder.
You know, Joe Rita, I could use some help.
You want me to find your purse?
I want you to be my assistant.
I'd love to.
So, Peggy, give us the scoop. What have you got planned for the Yellow Jackets this weekend?
Well, we have this yellow jacket costume, and we're gonna put someone in it, and we're gonna stab it.
That's it? Another stabbing?
Hey, maybe doing the same thing over and over again will be our thing. It won't be boring, no, it'll be comforting.
Ladies, we have a problem. Knife play is just not enough anymore. Ideas. Yellow jacket, go.
We could rip open its thorax and stuff it with its own abdomen?
Bobby, how's your death rattle? Great. Now, who do we play after that?
The Boswell Bears.
Okay. Now, how do you make a bear suffer?
Tie it up and torture its young.
There's no mascot we can't torture. Okay, Joe Rita, who's next?
The tornadoes? How are you going to kill a tornado?
Shoot it.
Good news. Because of all the school spirit, game attendance is up.
I know. The ushers cannot keep up with the after-game garbage.
Yeah, but none of this will mean anything unless we beat McManorberry at homecoming. Peggy, I'm giving you the halftime show.
It will be my finest hour. Now, who is McManorberry? Oh, the Fighting Irish. Fighting, fly, flying, fly on the wall.
Maybe the other part, the Irish. That's gotta be fertile territory.
Irish, fly-rish. Oh, no, don't force it. Let it come to you, Peggy.
People have made fun of the Irish in the past. Maybe you can build on their work. You know, my husband keeps several ethnic joke books in the bathroom. I'll find something good.
Longhorns, Longhorns! And that's the end of the first half with the Longhorns leading 31-2.
Well, the playoffs are a lock. Peggy says the halftime show is going to be high school caliber.
Okay, girls, this is it. Misty, grab the rainbow. Everyone else, get out your shillelaghs. Beating sticks. Where's Joe Rita? The buckets of blood are in her car. All right, go, go.
I'm so glad you could make it, Mr. Flannery, Mr. Finnerty, Mrs. O'Brien Diaz.
And now, if you'll direct your attention to the 50-yard line for a special presentation by the Longhorn cheerleaders.
Here, use my binoculars. I brought enough for everybody.
Top of the morning to y'all! boy don't die from a wee bit of the consumption.
Sorry, Fighting Irishman, but your jig is up.
What the heck's going on?
Are they ever coming out of there? I bet they're trying to keep the quarterback from crying.
My legs have fallen asleep. Oh, ah.
Okay, we are in their heads. Right now, they are in there wishing they joined the tennis team.
Peggy, the Fighting Irish ain't coming out.
Oh, my God. We have cheered them into submission.
Actually, they're protesting the game.
What? Why?
Because what you did to that leprechaun. Peggy, they're saying you committed a hate crime.
Oh, there goes me liver.
I can't believe the school board is thinking about taking our win away.
As long as we stand firm, we've got nothing to worry about.
Now, I can take a joke as well as the next person, but Peggy Hill has gone too far. What she did on that field is no different than what the British have been doing to our brothers in Ulster for the last 800 years. The forced labor, the seizure of property, the stifling and oppression of our precious mother tongue. Longath Bethair, a claiming air.
I have no idea what he just said, but I do know that McManorberry refused to play. They forfeited the game.
And after the game, someone called me Pat in the parking lot. It is my name, but they had no way of knowing that. This ain't good, Moss. They're gonna take away our win. Do something.
Now, hold on. It'd be a shame to take this win away from our boys. Just because of Peggy, that would be blaming the victim.
What? You were all behind me when it was the Cougars and the Bears and the Mudhawks. It would have been disrespectful of me not to bludgeon the Irishman.
Peggy, shush.
Whatever the board decides, I want you to know I am proud of you. And maybe I did get caught up in my own popularity and lose my focus, because it's really not about torture or beatings or maiming, per se. It's about backing your team and inspiring them to victory.
Good news, Peggy. They let us keep our W. We're going to the playoffs.
Woohoo! The big dance! Well, don't worry, my team is ready.
Sorry, Peggy. I might have to ask you to stop using words like team and my. I'm putting Joe Rita back in charge.
What? Joe Rita?
Now, you can keep teaching Spanish, but we're going to have to keep an eye out in case you decide to go after those people.
This is crazy. The only thing I hate is watching dance routines while our team loses another game.
Peggy, why don't you show these girls how to lose gracefully?
I will not. And if I go, the cheerleaders will go in a V formation right behind me. Right, girls?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hill, but we like being cheerleaders a lot.
We feel so bad.
You too, Connie?
I can't go back. I'm sorry.
We'll need you to turn in your vest, for future coaches named Peggy.
Peggy, me and the boy have worked up a little something here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who should the Longhorns appreciate?
Mom! Mom! Mom!
I got great seats.
I told you I'm not going to the game. After all I did, nobody stood up and said, I know Peggy Hill, and she's no hate monger. They all just cut and ran. Even Connie.
Well, you know who didn't turn their back on you, Peggy? The team. Dang it, this is the big game. What happens when the other side yells, we've got spirit? Yes, we do. We've got spirit. How about you? Well, Peggy, how about you?
Sorry, Mrs. Hill. Principal Moss gave me strict orders not to let you in.
What? That's ridiculous.
Stay out of this, sir. Our beef's not with you.
And the cheerleaders seem to be doing another human pyramid. Oh, the Arlen quarterback gets leveled.
Come on, girls. I'm only seeing freak. I want to see super freak.
Set! Blue 32! Hike!
Connie, focus!
This is the playoffs, for God's sakes.
My bullhorn! What are you doing?
Someone has to light a fire under this crowd.
Connie, get back in formation this instant, or you can say goodbye to the uniform and a guaranteed 7 candid photos in the yearbook.
This season's been some kind of roller coaster, folks. We've had losing streaks, then we've had winning streaks.
You say Longhorn. Go!
Wait, Hank, do you hear that? I taught Connie that cheer.
Seems like there's a rally going on in the Landry stand. The fans are going nuts and Gribble's running downfield. Unbelievable!
You know what? This is just the right pace, especially after our last outing. 2 pina coladas in men, and she starts talking about stealing a car.
Dark rum make me crazy.
Ba jam peng tong sai sang ta lep dok. Sai sang ti lek di guai.
What did she say?
She think your feet lovely and it an honor to work on them.
Now, where in the heck did I park my... This way. My memory trick is usually fail-safe. When we got out of the car, I associated the parking section with William Shakespeare. So naturally, the car should be parked in 2B, unless I was thinking of not 2B. Will you look at those delinquents horsing around with those shopping carts? I bet they're... Oh, my God, it's Bobby.
Oh, man!
Bobby?
Joseph!
This is what you are doing in your after-school program?
Program was shut down, dude. Budget cuts.
So we're playing shopping cart chicken. Hey, we can get them to push us.
No after-school program. Now who Connie gonna tutor? Bums in rail yard?
This is ridiculous. Our kids should be enriching their minds, not using a parking lot as a playground. Something has got to be done. The people who canceled that after-school program are gonna wish we never found our car. Where is that frickin' thing?
We have a real issue here. That after-school program is important.
Absolutely. Our kids get out of school in the middle of the day when they air all those sex and drug-filled after-school specials.
Oh, Peggy, let's take this to the school board tomorrow. They're not gonna know what hit them.
Well, I gotta tell you, your initiative is really impressing me. And not just because you're ladies.
Okay, girls. Hands in the middle. Let's go. For the children on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
For the children!
For me!
Oh, I bet this must be very exciting for you men. Where you're from, you probably didn't have the freedom to criticize your government.
Why would I criticize government in Laos? My father was general. I do what I want. I was peasants' worst nightmare.
Thank you, Mrs. Chapman. Your request to ban sections F and S from the library dictionary has been noted.
Okay, everybody have their talking points.
Yeah. Oh, one little thing though, Peggy Hill. Keep it short. Sometimes you go on and on and on. I find it charming, but you might lose other people.
Good advice. And you probably should not call anyone hillbilly, or redneck, or dumb monkey.
Check.
Well, I guess that does it for tonight's meeting. Nice work.
Excuse me. Peggy Hill and the Coalition to Save the After-School Program at Tom Landry.
Sorry, Mrs. Hill, but these meetings last from 6 to 8, and it is now 8 o'clock.
Oh, great. Now Connie gonna end up smashing carts like brain-dead delinquents. No offense.
None taken. I wasn't even listening. Now, here's the game plan. We take things to the next level.
New T-shirts?
No.
Sweatshirts?
Not yet. What we have to do is get on the school board. There is a seat open and an election coming up.
Do you really think we can win an election?
I know we can. You know, the turnout in these things is always very low. The secret is to find a group of voters that feels overlooked, then look at them.
And I can get votes from Laotian community. I give $5 tip on French manicure. I'm the Lady Di.
Well, I warned the folks over at Shady Pines Trailer Park about that tornado. They were so grateful they're still naming dogs after me.
Great. We've got pockets of votes in the Laotian community and in the trailer parks. Then I score countywide with my 2-year teaching degree.
I wonder which one of us should run. I mean, Peggy's a ball of fire, and Min, she's smart as a whip. Either way, our kids are in such good hands.
198, 199. Hey, these are supposed to be 200 thread count sheets. Damn Egyptians.
But man, 3 women can't fill one position. This school board seat, not Boomhauer's hot tub.
Well, when you think about it, I'm most logical choice. My daughter a proven genius. Plus, my perfectly symmetrical face is pleasing to voters and inspires trust.
And it sure would be nice to finally get a Laotian in power. We gotta eat their fish on Friday. They're gonna eat our rice noodles on Wednesday for breakfast.
You've got the most school-related experience, the best interpersonal skills, and a smile that lights up a room. Yep, Peggy, I gotta say, I agree with all your reasons why you should be the one to run for school board.
Well, thank you, Hank. But let's not lose sight of why I'm doing this. It's for the children. No, I'm not saying Min hates children, but I really love children. They are 3 out of the 5 points in my 5-point plan. I haven't quite figured out the other 2 yet. I'm thinking something about America.
Wow, dynamite.
Even though Dale says Principal Moss may try to assassinate us, I think this is going to be nothing but fun.
I can't wait to get started. I have so many ideas I couldn't sleep all night, so I make pecan sandies.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Now, it's obvious who our candidate should be, but it would be presumptuous of me to do the nominating. So?
I'm not sure how obvious it is.
Oh, you mean me?
No.
Well, I'm not sure I'm the person for the job.
Wait.
Well, somebody gotta do it for the children, and if no one else wants to run... No one?
5 points!
All in favor of me?
Wait, y'all.
Thank you, Peggy. Nancy?
Well, since Peggy's okay with it.
Okay, then. Done deal.
Oh, hold on. Not that I want the job or anything, but...
Then don't sweat it. Oh, and I wouldn't drink from there. Doggy has a cold.
And I can't help but think that Min did it on purpose. Those pecan sandies were astonishingly dry.
Come on, Peggy, they're not shy people. If Min wanted to choke you, she would have just reached over and done it with her hands.
I will give her that.
You know, Peggy, you could still be the power behind the scenes, just like that little fella in The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. You're right. And maybe next election, I can run another candidate. Then another. Before you know it, I'll be running the entire city from my bathtub.
Mrs. Soup and Mrs. Gribble are waiting in the living room. Here's breakfast. And I typed up the monologues from Leno and Letterman.
Good work. Now, I need you to highlight last week's Doonesbury's and tell me why they're funny.
Peggy, are we out of butter?
It's behind the cottage cheese.
Behind the cottage cheese! Okay, people, I'm glad to see you're all here. Now, let's up. War room. Uh-huh. Thank you. That was Bobby. He was testing the line. It works. Okay, first off, we're gonna need to make some signs.
We're just about done making signs, Shug.
Min to win. I don't get it.
What not to get? I'm Min. I want to win.
Maybe we should focus group that. Nope, no go. Women 18 to 45 will be turned off. Here's what we're gonna do.
You know what would be a big help, Peggy Hill? Starbucks run.
Oh, I'll have a Frappuccino.
Bag of Madeleines.
I'm all for Min running for office, but she better not take my guns away.
She's running for the school board.
Then she better not take Joseph's guns away.
Well, I'm not crazy about making holes in my lawn, but I guess it's for the children.
You know, my lawn is already dead. Maybe we could put all the signs there.
No offense, Bill, but this campaign is about hope.
Oh, right.
I'm not saying you have to use the moment of silence to pray. The kids who don't believe in God can just sit quietly and smirk about how they've got it all figured out.
Thank you, Mrs. Chapman. The next question is for Min Suvniftenphone.
Hello, everybody. And to my Laotian friends, Sabaidi.
Yeah, you've been talking about keeping the after-school program going? I think I hear the sound of my property taxes going up.
And you fat cats with your pie-in-the-sky programs and your free prescription drugs?
No. That's not me. I do not want to increase taxes.
Yeah, sure, you'd love it.
No. You're not listening, Jethro.
Oh, this is ugly. Someone has to stop the bleeding. What my candidate is trying to say is that we will cut the fat and leave the muscle.
I know what I'm trying to say. It's what I just say.
Please bear with my candidate. Obviously, English is not her first language. But how about a hand for her courage?
You crazy? Get out of here.
The thing to remember, people, is that you are not going to have to tighten your belts because we are going to fix the pants.
Give me that.
You need me. Fix the pants!
Can I ask the candidate a question? What are you going to do to raise educational standards?
Without raising taxes. Fat cats!
Let's see how you handle this one.
We all concerned about educational standards. And I tell you where the problem is. The teachers. Did you know our school system require only 2-year degree to be substitute teacher?
Is that true?
So you want to know how I raise standards without raising taxes? I tell you after I look into your hearts and you look into mine. No teacher, full-time or substitute, can teach our kids without having a 4-year college degree.
Wait, I only have a 2-year degree.
What? Hands! Children! America!
She's taking teaching away from me. That's my life. How dare she? I groomed her, I taught her everything, and she has the nerve to stab me in the back. That is just not done in politics, Hank. There's no way I'm going back to college. I'm a teacher. I'm done learning. Can you believe that woman?
I'm real sorry what happened to you, Shug. But the important thing is to keep the after-school program alive, right?
The what? Oh, yeah, of course. For the children. But can we really trust men to deliver? I mean, come on, this is a woman who makes dumb blonde jokes behind your back.
Men makes dumb blonde jokes behind my back?
Hey, don't drag me into your little cat fight. I just came over to save the after-school program.
Oh, that witch.
Here's what I'm thinking. We dig up some dirt on men, and you do an expose on the local news. Then, after her support is totally gone, I jump into the race and give that freaking dog the beating of her life!
Well, I don't know. That kind of reporting isn't really my arena.
Nancy, how much longer do you think you can milk this sexy weather girl act? 2, 3, 2 years tops? This is your chance to be taken seriously. Get on the air and deliver the biggest news flash of your career. Peggy Hill is running for school board.
Well, I do want to be taken seriously, and I have some ideas.
Oh, honey, I'm sure you do.
It's just that no one ever listens to me.
Okay. And we have to think constructively and not get emotional about this. Now, how do we destroy men?
Oh, there she is.
Smile and wave. Smile and wave.
I bury you.
What are they saying, Dale?
Con is asking men to pass the potatoes.
Oh, come on. I need something juicier than that.
I tried to slip in their house as a paper boy, but Mr. Phone recognized me. But I grabbed their garbage.
Huh. Look who's too good to hang on to a Sizzler coupon. What do we have here? Come to Mama.
And that cold front looks like it wants to stay put right through the weekend.
So while there might be a spring in your step, there's none in the forecast.
Muy bien, Nancy. Just how much fun is a barrel of monkeys? Well, 2 radio DJs.
And Miguel, here's some advice on the upcoming school board election. I'd
think again if you're planning on voting for men's super-nuisance-phone. I don't think these are the kinds of pay-per-view programs that a friend of the children should be watching.
Ah! I told you, Min, but no. You just had to see hobos boxing.
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, there is an alternative. I know someone who'd be perfect for the job. She's a dedicated parent. She's smart, and she's more than just a pretty face. She's me, Nancy Hicks Gribble. Pick Hicks. What? And if elected, I promise to turn Arlen Schools into...
Wait! I'm running too! Peggy Hill for school board!
Hey, ow. Will you let these are my people? They want to hear me speak! Arlen!
Peggy, do I have these in the right order?
You better. Here comes someone. Big smile. Oh, it's only Con.
Ow, ow, ow!
Go to hell! Phase 2 complete. Van rented, ready to pick up constituents and sweep election. Phase 3, a victory dance. Hello.
You rent minivan? What you thinking? Minivan seats 7 people. I need 15 to swing election. How much Peggy Hill paying you to be jackass?
Something's wrong with the bug. I can't hear a thing. But I see they have a new van. I bet they're using it to bus their constituents to the polling place. Well, we'll out-van them, but we'll keep ours in the garage. They'll never see it coming. Idiots. Why isn't this working? I rewired it myself.
You better get out of here, Gribble. I am this close to kicking your ass.
No one threatens me. I'm this close to kicking your ass.
Oh, yeah? Well, now I'm this close to kicking your ass.
Let's settle this like men. Hank, whose fingers are closer?
Whoa. Just because our wives are at each other's throats doesn't mean we have to be.
Oh, easy for you to say. Your wife a loser.
Now, Con, maybe Hank's right. I say we let bygones be. Yeah! Sneak attack, I win!
I'm so hungry and tired I messed up the last 50 buttons.
Bobby's out. Hank's in.
Fine. When are we having dinner? It's 9:15.
Fine. Here's $10. Go.
All right, Joseph, easy. Joseph, stop the sign!
So, they have a van. Okay, Hank. Min has her support here. I'll concede little Leos to her. Nancy's support is, well, she's been blathering about all the dogs named after her in this trailer park, which leaves all of this for me. Hank, we're gonna need a bus.
We're not spending money to rent a bus.
It's for the freaking children! Hank, the phone poll numbers are not good. The projections show Nancy with 4 votes, Min also with 4 votes, and Peggy Hill 0. Now, I could increase my margin of error to 5 votes, but even then, I am just winning by the skin of my teeth.
Well, when people see that flyer you put in the penny saver...
That doesn't come out until after Election Day. Now, I need to motivate my base, the hardcore constituents who would fight and die for me. Hank, you have to make me a base. Call your customers.
I don't really think I should mix politics and propane. People's passions run pretty high about both those.
Hank, I cannot allow myself to be beaten by Nancy or Min. I could never show my face in this neighborhood again.
I know, but with your numbers being 0 and all, maybe you should just prepare a concession speech.
What? You want me to concede to those two? Hank, you're out. Peggy, you're in.
I'm no weather bimbo, but forecast looking cloudy for you to win.
Just because I'm beautiful doesn't mean I'm harmless, Shug. Have you ever wondered what happened to the weathercaster before me?
It's the voting van. Yes, the voting van is here. It's the voting van. to take you to the polling place. So let's all get on the van right now and vote for Nancy Hicks Gribble for school board. Hey there, friend. I'm here for the voters.
Voting truck already done come and took 'em.
But I'm the one who was supposed to have done come and took 'em.
Hang on there, mister. I want to talk to you about that fancy hat you got on your head there.
But I don't want to talk about my fancy hat.
Hello, election bus here. Somebody!
Down, Nancy. Hey, driver, when are we getting to the polls?
Never.
I cannot believe we lost that Chapman loony.
Yeah, not only that, it say there she's getting rid of after-school program.
And biology. And all offensive encyclopedias, whatever that means. I guess we kind of burnt the toast on this one. Hey, she only got 18 votes? I hijacked twice as many of your voters on my bus yesterday. We could have crushed her.
Yeah, into fine powder. Ow, my eye!
Cool.
Maybe we should spend some time with the kids today. We could be their after-school program. Maybe we take them to
a museum.
Or the zoo, which is a museum of animals.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom surrounded by rolling meadows and lush forests, there was a village renowned for its beauty and harmony. At the heart of this village was a garden unlike any other, known as the Moonflower Garden. The garden was magical and could only be seen by those who believed in its enchantment. The Moonflower Garden was tended by a kind-hearted young woman named Eloan. Eloan was known for her gentle nature and her love for all living things. She spent her days caring for the garden, which was filled with extraordinary flowers that bloomed only under the light of the full moon. One evening, as Eloan walked through the garden, she noticed something unusual. The moonflowers, which usually glowed softly in the moonlight, were dim and drooping. The magical aura of the garden seemed to be fading. Worried, Eloan sat by the moonflower fountain, hoping to find out what was wrong. A mysterious visitor. As she sat there, a small, shimmering creature appeared before her. It was a moon sprite, a delicate being with gossamer wings that sparkled like stardust. The moon sprite spoke in a voice as soft as a whisper. Eloan, the sprite said, "The moonflowers are in trouble. A curse has been cast upon them by a dark sorcerer named Malvis, who wishes to steal their magic. If the curse is not lifted, the garden will wither and die." Eloan's heart sank. "What can I do to help?" The moon sprite fluttered around her. "You must find the 3 moon crystals hidden in the forest. Each crystal holds a piece of the garden's magic. Once you have all 3, you can break the curse and restore the moonflowers." The quest begins. Determined to save the garden, Eloan set out on her quest. Guided by the moon sprite, she ventured into the enchanted forest. The forest was alive with twinkling fireflies and the soft hum of magic. The first clue led Eloan to a hidden glade where the crystal of light was said to be hidden. In the center of the glade was a crystal-clear pond. At the bottom of the pond, barely visible through the water, was the crystal of light. Eloan knew she had to retrieve it, but the pond was guarded by a gentle, but protective, water nymph. "Only those with a pure heart may take the crystal of light," the nymph said. "Prove your worth by showing kindness to the creatures of the glade." Eloan spent the afternoon helping the creatures of the glade. She healed a wounded bird, gave food to a hungry squirrel, and soothed a frightened fawn. The nymph, moved by her actions, allowed Eloan to take the crystal of light. The second crystal. With the crystal of light secured, Eloan continued her journey. The moon sprite guided her to a dense part of the forest where the crystal of wisdom was hidden. The entrance to the hiding place was a labyrinth of thorny vines and twisting paths. Eloan navigated the labyrinth with care, avoiding the sharp thorns and following the subtle hints of magic that led her forward. At the center of the labyrinth, she found an ancient, wise owl perched on a tree branch. The owl guarded the crystal of wisdom. To obtain the crystal, you must answer my riddle, the owl said. Eloan listened carefully to the riddle and pondered the answer. With patience and thought, she solved the riddle, and the owl, satisfied, gave her the crystal of wisdom. The final crystal. The final clue led Eloan to a secluded glen, where the crystal of hope was said to be hidden. The glen was shrouded in mist, and the air was filled with an eerie silence. In the center of the glen was an old, gnarled tree, its branches twisted and dark. Eloan approached the tree and gently spoke, "I seek the crystal of hope to save the moonflower garden. Please, let me have it." The tree, recognizing the sincerity in Eloan's voice, revealed a small, hidden compartment within its trunk. Inside was the crystal of hope. Eloan took the crystal and felt a sense of hope and warmth fill her heart. Breaking the curse. With all 3 crystals in hand, Eloan returned to the moonflower garden. The moon sprite awaited her, looking hopeful. Eloan placed each crystal in their designated spots around the moonflower fountain. The lantern-like crystals began to glow, their light weaving together to form a brilliant, protective aura. As the crystal's light spread, the curse was lifted, and the moonflowers began to bloom once more, their petals glowing with renewed magic. The garden was restored to its former splendor, and the moonflowers shone brightly under the light of the full moon. The moon sprite danced with joy. "You have saved the moonflower garden, Eloan. Your bravery and kindness have restored the magic." A hero's reward. As a reward for her courage and compassion, the moon sprite granted Eloan a special gift. Whenever you need guidance or strength, simply look to the moonflower garden. Its magic will always be with you. Eloan returned to her village, where the story of her adventure spread far and wide. The moonflower garden continued to thrive, a place of beauty and wonder. Eloan often visited the garden, cherishing the magic and the memories of her quest. The moonflower garden remained a symbol of hope and the power of a kind heart. And so, the village flourished, and the tale of Eloan and the moonflower garden was told for generations, reminding everyone that with love and courage, we can overcome even the darkest curses and restore the magic in our world. The end. And so ends the tale of the moonflower garden, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, a pure heart and a touch of magic can bring light and beauty back to our lives.